नहीं पता।
नहीं पता ब्रो, हम लोग कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स नहीं है।
इसका हाइट का रेंज इंक्रीज होते रहता है क्या जितना लेवल अप होता है?
किसका
हाँ
नहीं
डैमेज?
नहीं।
एमएम का?
हाँ
हाँ, आइटम आने के बाद। अरे इट्स फकिंग ब्रोकन इफ यू हैव अ फ्रंट लाइनर ना।
हाँ, बहुत बड़ा हो गया रेंज इसका।
ए
हाँ, लाइक आई यूज्ड टू फकिंग स्पैम दिस कैरेक्टर इन सीओटी, लाइक एक टाइम पे बहुत ब्रोकन था।
अरे मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना, ये मेजर पैड बहुत गंदी टीम है।
ये तो सीओटी के टाइम से याद आ गया गाइस। ये भाई।
दिखाएंगे दिखाएंगे, अभी उसको दिखाएंगे, रुक।
भाई ये तो खुशी
पाकिस्तान।
ही नहीं हो रहा है।
ये लोग है।
अबे अभी तक क्यों खेल रहा है? अब तो हार गया।
डैमेज देख रहा होगा ब्रो, मैंने इतना डैमेज किया फिर भी हार गए।
12% डैमेज। फाइनली हंसा। क्या बोल? पता नहीं। लॉल। फीलिंग प्राउड इंडियन आर्मी वाला वो दे रहा है ये तो शैडो।
ये क्या हाथ ऐसे कर रहे हो भाई?
वो एक और गेम है ना अभी। कल वाला मस्त होगा। वो जॉर्डन वाले जो हम लोग आ रहे थे ना, उसके against वो लोग खेल रहे हैं कल।
वेट वेट, व्हाट? हम लोग आ रहे थे वो?
वो जॉर्डन वाले जिससे हम लोग आ रहे थे ना ऐसे
ओ,
न्यूज़ में।
वो लोग भी है क्या?
हाँ हाँ, कल खेल रहे हैं वो लोग। अरे वो लोग एक्चुअली बहुत पहले से आ चुके खेल रहे थे ना, और हम लोगों ने सिर्फ एक महीना पहले स्टार्ट किया था, इसलिए हार गए थे हम लोग।
अच्छा।
गेम तो क्लोज ही गया था, दोनों गेम।
कौन लीड कर रहा है बार बार डिस्कॉर्ड?
पता
ये
नहीं।
लोग भाग गए। शैडो डार्कनेस। हो गया, देख के अब मेरे को खेलना है।
हम्म।
Hero, sorry, in the game, and performing like that in your first match in a global esports tournament. You've got
हाँ, फिलीपींस मलेशिया में रिलीज कर दिया। सब जगह रिलीज कर रहे हैं भाई, इंडिया में ही नहीं कर रहे सिर्फ। नो WR, ये तो नो वाइल्ड रिफ्ट लिख रहा है शायद। कितना है व्यूज? क्या बोल रहा है? वो स्ट्रीम कर रहा है क्या तू?
हाँ सॉरी, मेरा सोनी नहीं जा रहा अभी स्ट्रीम में, फक। मेरा टीम का नाम है टीम नुन्नू। टीम का नाम अभी नहीं रखा है। मेरा टीम रहेगा इधर ही है ना, मेरा टीम वाक भाई रखेगा टीम का नाम। कैरम ब्रो क्या रख सकते टीम का नाम?
बैंड द हॉक।
मेरे पास काफी इंटरेस्टिंग नाम है। ऑप्शंस है,
हाँ
हाँ
बट
अभी बोलना नहीं है। आई तो हाँ ब्रो, केला है साथ में केला है। अच्छा नाम था भाई मेरा भी टीम में। मैं टीम ये बुरगिर रखा था, टीम बुरगिर।
वो डिप्रेशन वाली टीम क्या?
हाँ डिप्रेशन वाला टीम। मेरा नाम लेके बैठा था भाई बस के वो।
वाइल्ड ड्रिफ्ट।
भाई डिप्रेशन भाई, वो भी ट्राई हार्ड कर रहा था भाई विल में, पता नहीं सब आ रहे थे फिर भी ट्राई हार्ड कर रहा था वो वेड के साथ। वेड वुकांग
ये
खेल रहा था।
ये बंद क्यों किया स्ट्रीम?
इन गेम नेम
खत्म हो
यू
गया।
वांट टू वॉच क्या? मैं
हाँ
जा रहा हूँ खेलने अभी, कम
पैनिक
ना।
पुप्पू। कौन सा गेम?
एचओ क्या?
चल
वेट आई थिंक लोग पोकेमॉन बुला रहे हैं, आई माइट हैव टू
स्क्रीम्स खेला क्या
ठीक है
अभी?
भाई।
स्क्रीम्स नहीं खेला अभी
अच्छा
वो कैंसिल हो गया
भैया, वो टिल्ट होता है ना। क्या तुम लोग किया या सामने वाला किया?
हम लोग ही किया।
ओ भाई, मेरे को भाई एज ए मैनेजर टिल्ट होता है भाई, स्क्रीम्स कैंसिल होता है भाई। इतना बकचोदी सुबह से उनको रिक्वेस्ट करके सब लिया भाई, प्लेयर्स बोलते हैं मैं घर में नहीं हूँ, कैंसिल करते हैं।
आज
हम्म
खेल रहे नहीं खेल रहे, क्या सीन है?
जाना पड़ेगा पोकेमॉन।
हो गया प्ले प्ले प्ले पोकेमॉन।
इन गेम नेम ही पैनिक पुप्पू है ब्रो, पैनिक पुप्पू वेटी पैनिक पुप्पू।
आई गो स्लीप।
30-40 minutes I'll come, then we can play rank. Wait, you're going to sleep इतना early?
क्या पता कब आ रहा है, मैसेज कर देना। वी प्ले
30-40 minutes में I won't play इतना।
इतना बोर हो जाएंगे, नींद ही आ जाएगा, कोई नहीं है तो ऐसा है क्या? ओ भाई
नहीं बस 30-40 minutes में I'll come। चलो बाय बाय।
मैं स्ट्रीम करूँ क्या
Bye bye.
बचपाटी? स्क्रीन शेयर करो।
ना अभी
ये तो
स्लीप
takım
ब्रो।
sorusuna gelecek olursak, bizce
आधा
en iyi
घंटा
Türk takım biziz.
स्लीप। गंदी नींद आ रही है।
ओ सोया नहीं क्या दिन में?
सोया एक्चुअली काफी सोया, बट और नींद आ रही है। आता हूँ
ठीक है
वील
ठीक है।
प्ले स्ट्रीम करता मैं बाद में अगर लगेगा तो।
हम्म,
Who's the best Turkish team?
yes, I have
We think
played
we
with
are the
you
best
3,
Turkish
4,
team, and
4
the second one
matches.
is
Bro.
second one is Beşiktaş, and IWNRX would be the third strongest Turkish team in the tournament.
Bu turnuvada en
अच्छा,
çok
ये लोग
hangi
नंबर
takımın
1 है अभी
mücadelesini
टर्किश में।
sabırsızlıkla bekliyorsun Lost?
So, which team are you most looking forward to face against in this tournament?
A'ydı. Kesinlikle A'ydı. Çünkü bize en çok denk olabilecek takım A'ydı. Scrimlerde falan bizi en çok zorlayan onlar oldu.
Definitely A7. Alpha 7 seems like one of the strongest teams.
A7
and they
Brazil
are
का
the
team।
ones that give us most trouble in the scrims. So, I definitely want to face against A7.
Bugünkü karşılaşmayı gerçekten çok hızlı bitirdiniz.
भाई,
Turnuva
ये तो भाई
hedeflerinden de
ट्रांसलेटर
biraz
भी है।
bahseder misin?
You've managed to secure a really strong victory on both of the games. So, can you tell us more about your goals in this tournament?
Yani bugün hızlı bitirmemiz zaten planda olan bir şeydi. Planımızı
भाई
uyguladık
views
gayet
बहुत
başarılı
कम
bir
है भाई
şekilde.
इनका।
Genel olarak turnuvada da birinci
They have
olmayı hedefliyoruz
experience.
futbolist olarak.
They have
So,
played in
the plan
case।
was
हाँ
basically
bro,
to get these,
ये लोग
strong
ये
and
लोग सब
decisive
ये
victories and get
क्या
some,
बोलते हैं, ये वो भी
fast
प्लेयर्स है
victories,
पुराना।
and everything turned out as
ये
we
वो
planned
भी और
them out.
MLB प्लेयर्स।
And of course, for the rest of the tournament, we definitely want to become number one.
Lost, teşekkür ediyoruz ve başarılar
Rica
diliyoruz.
ederim, ben teşekkür ederim.
इनका देखो ये पहला एआईसी इनविटेशनल चैंपियंस सब खेला ये लोग। भाई लोग क्या ऐड साथ एमपी ओल्ड टीम वाज एमएलबीबी प्लेयर्स। हाँ पता चला वो देखा देखा। पता नहीं वो लोग क्यों हार गए मतलब लैम लेके भी वो 0 किल्स। वो फक ब्रो उनका एनएच क्या गया। भाई वो 1v2 कर रहा था क्या सॉरी 2v5 कर रहा था वो मिड में पहला मैच देखा तो सपोर्ट और क्या बोलते हैं। हाँ सपोर्ट और मैच जाके मर रहा है। मुश्किल है ब्रो बहुत मुश्किल है। ये कौन सा कैरेक्टर है भाई ये लोग भाई रिलीज भी नहीं किया है वैसे डाल रहे हैं। ये मोबाइल इनका मोबाइल भी ऐसे अच्छा है क्या एफपीएस वगैरह डाल देता है होगा 90 या 120। और आप रेडी हो गया क्या आपका टीओजी टीम। टीओजी अभी टीओजी क्या है नेपाल का टीम है या इंडिया टी की टीम है। अरे बांग्लादेश का इतना टूर्नामेंट अनाउंसमेंट कर दिया भाई ये लोग। भाई 500 টাকা 5,000 টাকা 10,000 টাका। अभी नेपाल का एक टूर्नामेंट है 10,000 नेपाल। इट्स इंडिया आल्सो नेपाल आल्सो इट्स इंडिया आल्सो वही वही बोल रहा हूँ अभी। मतलब मिक्सड प्लेयर्स है लाइक दो दो टीम बना सकते तुम लोग। टीओजी नेपाल टीओजी इंडिया अल्फा बीटा टीम। कौन है टीओजी ओनर कौन है। अरे फक मैं किधर गया भाई। भाई टीओजी में तो एमएलबी में इतना फेमस है टीओजी। बाका ओ भाई ऐसा मत बोलो भाई। उसका नाम ही बाका है क्या भाई ये सोचा मेरे को बाका बोल रहे हैं लोग। नाइस बाका। भाई कमेंट सेक्शन तो अलग ही नहीं चाहिए एचओके इज जस्ट न्यू नॉट ऑल कंट्रीज नो इन्फिनिक्स ब्रो वो मोबाइल के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं। वो ना रीजन नेम बाका। ज्यादा ज्यादा बाका सुन के मैं समझ भाई बाका बोल दिया तो कोई अच्छा मेरे को ही बोल रहा है बाका। सो डोंट ये लास्ट मैच देख के अभी क्यों है ना ये स्ट्रीम करूंगा इसे कॉपीराइट स्ट्राइक वगैरह नहीं पड़ा तो अपन कल इजीली इजीली थोड़ा सा अच्छा सा स्टार्टिंग में से कर सकते हैं। भाई इनका ग्राफिक्स वगैरह क्या मस्त है भाई पोस्टर वगैरह या सेक्सी। कल अच्छा अभी है ना एस टी ये 7 हाँ 10 मिनट्स। फक ब्रो 10 मिनट्स वेट करना पड़ता। इन सी एम टी दे थिंक दे आर एम एल बी बी ओनर। सी एम टी मतलब कम्युनिटी। ओके ओके इन कम्युनिटी है ना वो सी एम टी मतलब इन कम्युनिटी दे आर दे दे थिंक दे आर एम एल बी बी ओनर। मतलब ये आप नेगेटिव में बोल रहे हैं पॉजिटिव में बोल रहे हैं कि वो लोग का पास इतना ईगो है वैसा। इन कमेंट अच्छा ये कमेंट में अरे छोड़ दो ये लोग इग्नोर करना चाहिए कमेंट्स। ये सब उनको का पर्सनल ये क्या बोलते हैं पर्सपेक्टिव है तो उनसे कुछ नहीं कर सकते। प्रोडक्शन तो अच्छा है भाई ये चौके का भाई। भाई केआईसी का फाइनल्स क्या स्टेज है भाई क्या बंदे हैं लोग भाई। भाई पूरा क्या बोलते हैं पूरा इसका लॉल ये थोड़ा सा क्या बोलते हैं जोक टाइप लेना। नहीं बोलना है भाई पूरा पूरा पाकिस्तान या नहीं तो पूरा बांग्लादेश का पॉपुलेशन उधर बैठा था केसी चैंपियनशिप में। फक ब्रो भाई वो आधा का आधा से भाई 50%, वो तो 50 या 60% पूरा लड़की ही बैठे थे भाई मोबा देखने ना, 18 के पीपल्स। वही ना भाई, स्टेज पे ऐसा ही था भाई। मैंने सोचा यही आईपीएल देखते हैं ना, आईपीएल देखते हैं वैसा था भाई, मस्त। अच्छा अच्छा, वैसे ही बढ़ना है भाई उनमें, भाई उनमें ऑलरेडी वो गेम नंबर 1 है भाई। पबजी मोबाइल से ज़्यादा फेमस है वो। उधर यही पबजी मोबाइल का नाम भी गेम ऑफ पीस। ये कौन सा स्किन है? एरिस। अच्छा। ये भाई, ये एलिस्टर भाई नर्फ करके बैठा है भाई। एलिस्टर को नर्फ नहीं कर रहा था भाई, वो अच्छा ही था। चीनीज गर्ल्स लाइक मोबस। हाँ वही, लाइक एग्जांपल। हाँ माँ। हम्म। वो तो है भाई, मतलब ये क्या बोलते हैं, ये कोरिया, कोरिया में वेल ड्रिफ्ट और लॉल का अच्छा सा ऑडियंस है भाई। उन लड़के लोग आके ब्लाइंड में बैठते हैं, देखते हैं, उनके सपोर्ट है। भाई हमारे इंडिया में पता है भाई, लड़की लोग आते हैं भाई, 100 22 आए तो उसमें भाई 10 या 5 लड़की लोग रहते हैं बस। आई थिंक इनसिक्योर फील होता है उन लोग को भाई, आया तो भाई अच्छा नहीं लगता। लड़के लोग ही रहते हैं अनकंफर्टेबल, नहीं तो इंटरेस्ट नहीं है। कैसा है ब्रो आपका नेपाल में कैसा है कम्युनिटी? दैट्स व्हाई लॉल डू वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल्स इन साउथ कोरिया। हाँ। आपका कैसे चल रहा है सीओटी कम्युनिटी, सॉरी एचओ के कम्युनिटी? बड़ा है क्या? सब एमएलबी भी छोड़ के आ गया एचओ के? इन ऐसे दे थिंक स्पोर्ट्स इज फॉर बॉयज, ऐसा नहीं, लड़के लोग भी ज़्यादा ही खेलते हैं, बट वो लोग बाहर ऐसा शोकेश नहीं करते कि हम भी खेल रहे हैं वगैरह। आते हैं, खेलते हैं, जाते हैं। इट्स ग्रोइंग ईयर। हाँ, इधर गेम रिलीज नहीं हुआ है ना, तो इधर मतलब बंदे खेलते हैं इधर इंडिया में, पर आपको भी पता है इंडिया लोग, बट कम्युनिटी नहीं है। हम पुराना प्लेयर्स ही है मोबा कम्युनिटी। वैसे एचओ के लिए स्पेसिफिक कोई ग्रुप्स वगैरह नहीं किया। फ्यूचर में देखेंगे, अभी गेम का अनाउंसमेंट ही नहीं है, कब रिलीज नहीं हुआ तो भाई ऐसे ही नमस्ते बोल के छोड़ देंगे गेम को। भाई अभी तो डेली 6-7 आवर्स खेलना पड़ता है एचओ के भाई, मज़ा तो आ रहा है। गेम आया या नहीं आएगा या पता नहीं, बट मज़ा तो आता है। भाई चीनीज प्लेयर के सामने हारने का भी वो थोड़ा सा अलग मज़ा मज़ा देता है। भी प्लेयर्स ट्राइंग, ऑफ कोर्स कॉम्पिटिटिव वगैरह इसमें अच्छा अच्छा मिला तो भाई रहेगा ना। अभी एमएलबी को स्पॉन्सर्स वगैरह कर रहे हैं नेपाल में टीम्स। एच को शिफ्ट हुआ तो वही लोग को करता है। ऑलरेडी एमएल में डोमिनेशन कर रहे तो ऑफकोर्स एच को नहीं आएगा वो लोग। दोनों का मेटा अलग है। ये सारे वाइल्ड रिफ्ट जैसे ये बना दिया भाई। एमएलबी भी बेटर। आई वाना प्ले। ये तो होता है भाई लॉल। टूर्नामेंट देखते जब खेलने का मन आता है। ओ भाई और 5 मिनट वेट करना पड़ता है।
That's a pair for me. Again? Your turn. Come back and fight.
भाई मैं, हम भी टीम बना देंगे, टीम बना के भाई बांग्लादेश टूर्नामेंट्स खेल लेंगे। इंडियन टीम्स भाई, ये तो बोल सकते इंडिया टॉप 3 आ सकते हैं इंडियन टीम इजीली। समाज इधर ऑलरेडी सीओटी वगैरह खेलते हैं हम। हीरोस वगैरह सीखना नहीं पड़ता हमको, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी पता है क्या क्या हीरो क्या क्या काम करता है।
Ladies first.
बस थोड़ा सा कॉम्बो वगैरह सीखा के भाई इजी। टीम प्लेयर सब अभी बिजी रहता है भाई, उनका पर्सनल है, गेम नहीं है ना। अरे ये गेम में फेंकती है क्या बम? हाँ ये मार दे, अल्ट मार, अल्ट मार। एनिमेशन मस्त है। ये आ गया, चीनीस लोग आ गया। पहले था ना, नहीं था, अभी आ गए ये लोग कमेंट सेक्शन में।
Nice. Looks like the safest place turns out to be right under your enemy's nose.
Nope, I just got tired of running. The coast is clear now. Let's go.
ला ला ला ला ला ला।
I heard there's a mermaid in this area.
Out of 10 Navinians, 11 would tell you that they've heard the mermaid singing.
I wouldn't mind hearing it too.
La la la la. La la la la. La la la la la. La la.
गेम ग्लोबल आएगा इंडिया में ब्रो। इंडिया में पुंजन ब्रो वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम, बट इंडिया में डोट है ब्रो। आ सकता है, नहीं तो आ भी नहीं सकता। भगवान माने कब आएगा? जून जुलाई में देखेंगे, नहीं आया तो भाई बोल दो टाटा बाय बाय। क्योंकि ऑफ कोर्स पता है आपको क्या है इंडियन गवर्नमेंट इशू। आ गया भाई, जल्दी दिखाओ भाई, देखते हैं भाई दुबई का अच्छा टीम या ब्राजील का टीम। ब्राजील का टीम जीत सकते हैं। टॉक्सी ब्रो वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। ये क्या कर रहा है भाई? ब्लूटूथ कनेक्ट कर रहा है क्या तू? कमेंट्री करने वक्त बंदा ये कर रहा है।
Both these teams will be playing in a best of 3 against each other, and boy oh boy, there is just so much riding on this match. I mean, just what we've seen from Star Wars yesterday makes me feel like, hey,
भाई फोन तो आउटलुक का तो मस्त है भाई, अंदर कैसे रहेगा भाई? ये तो लोग दिखने में पोको जैसे ही है। पोको
Turkey's #1 team below above BJK, and the only person they are most looking forward to, and if not most scared of, this is
और कितना लगेगा इनको ड्राफ्ट वगैरह स्टार्ट करने में?
there's a lot of like
नहीं, मेरे को ये सब इजीली जीतेगा। एसटी ब्राजील लोग भाई ट्राई हार्ड करेंगे पूरा।
to the other teams in these scrims. Whether that translates through in this tournament is yet to be seen, but I'm sure we are not too long away from finding out.
Alpha 7 has a lot of experience.
रुको मेरा तो थोड़ा सा
They played in the HOK Brazilian Championship 2023, got third place there. They also qualified for the Honor of Kings International Championship through the wild card stages. So these guys have a lot of, they've played in a lot of tournaments. They have a lot of experience playing multiple different sort of metas and genres and tempos and speeds. So they will definitely have a lot of, they know what to do against all these opponents, and definitely I see why Foot Chaos ranks them as high as they do, because Alpha 7 definitely feels like one of the favorites to win this entire tournament.
Absolutely.
भाई पूरा टूर्नामेंट जीतेगा ये लोग कास्टर्स का भाई प्रेडिक्ट भाई ऐसा बोलते हैं ब्राजील भाई अभी ये चल रहा है इनको टीम अभी 4-5 कंट्री से आई थिंक 4 कंट्री से आया है उनमें ब्राजील ही अच्छा है बोल सकते हैं इसे लिखने ही दे सकते हैं
as well. So a lot is riding on this match, like you rightfully said, and we're all here for it. We spoke about a lot of excitement about this yesterday as well. So yeah, it's definitely one we've both been waiting for this game since the stream. So it's definitely going to be so hype. I cannot wait.
Yeah, one thing about Alpha 7 is they are playing with a new coach, Patala. Their previous coach did leave for a different team. So their coach is no longer Soninho. In fact, it will be Patala that will be their coach for this tournament at least. So let's see if that
ये कोच है the fuck
be what it is moving on, or will they
डूफी देख रहा है क्या उसको कोच देख
change things up, because Alpha 7 will be facing up with Stalwart Esports and their coach himself.
रुको भाई कोच है ये
Let's see. In fact,
fuck bro एक फोटो लेना पड़ेगा किसका टीम है ये एसटी का कोच भाई प्लेयर्स को मोटिवेशन तो मिलता ही रहेगा भाई लॉर्ड
who I know also have a social affinity to this team, so I'm very much hoping that they can bring out the best performance like we saw in that mock match, but they are going against A7's roster, so you can run through A7's roster, Mr. Zero.
Yeah, Muster on the clash stage on
fuck भाई अच्छा ये 7 का कोच है ओके ये 7 का कोच है
on the roam, and Patala, we just see a glimpse of her in the new coach for the side of Alpha 7 in for the coach role as well. So definitely going to be we'll be seeing what Patala brings to the table.
Fuck bhai.
And if it's enough to keep them, being the feared team that they are in this tournament and in the entire Brazilian community as well.
Absolutely, but I mean, it's a breath of fresh air seeing like a female coach as well, because we saw it in the wildcard KIC with one team who were arguably the best team. They also had a female coach, so maybe that's what it takes. Have a female coach, and you'll be the best team within the tournament. But we'll see if that is going to stay tried and tested and true going into this first match with Stalwart Esports. So be interesting to see these ones. Like I said, I've got a social affinity to a few of the players on Stalwart Esports. They're very cool guys and very competitive and very talented players, and then not to discount any of them on A7, because most of them were on the KC team as well, and if not, they were probably like one of the closest teams to actually winning some of the matches in the wildcard qualifier, and then some of the teams just got pure.
ये कैसे खेल रहा है?
Every stomp there is something to learn, and it seems like A7 has learned a lot since the wildcard qualifiers, because they are now
oh no the coach is out.
A different team who fears them, and we just heard it from the horses made on Foot Chaos. They fear them too, so let's see what that brings.
And we are in, ladies and gentlemen, to the draft phase of game number 1 between Stalwart Esports and Alpha 7. And Jing instantly banned out from the side of Stalwart 7. We've seen what he can do in the hands of a good player. Alpha 7, without a doubt, has a good Jing player. And he did not want to play against that at all. Just instantly takes it out. And that is going to be Benignus and his signature hero being taken out straight away.
Absolutely, but then we see Ali go through.
भाई ये पता चल रहा है भाई
Down in the farm lane.
fuck भाई
And obviously late game potential. And then on the side of A7, we see the Chell come through ban-wise, and Dolia, which has been pretty consistent throughout this whole day. Those have probably been the most consistent prio bans for the entire day. We see that Stalwart Esports locks in their mid lane.
भाई इनका कोच ही इनका मोटिवेशन है भाई प्लेयर्स को ऐसा मिलता है
Put chaos with that, and it was a superb pick.
भाई प्लेयर्स मोटिवेशन होगा भाई जीत जाएगा भाई कोच के लिए तो जीतना पड़ेगा
Absolutely. It's interesting that they banned out Dolia themselves, because Dolia is a great pairing to go with the Kaiser.
Absolutely.
But I guess the Little Loot is the second best support to play along with the Kaiser, and that allows him to be very sustainable in fights. It also amplifies the heals that he gets from the Little Loot, because he takes less damage, and when you get healed for 10% of your health on Kaiser, you're healing him for full, basically. So that allows him to stay in the fight for the longest of time, and that looks like a very scary combination that Alpha
टक्सी ब्रो उनका कोच देखा भाई भाई क्या सेक्सी है भाई
I mean, Kaiser was one of those picks in Chunk BR that was either banned or straight good for in
क्या ये लोग ज्यादा एमएमई बैन करते हैं भाई
where it was whole part of the meta within Chunk BR. But the Gambo as well was another
Yes.
pick for the Brazilian teams.
भाई सब टीम में ऐसा कोच होना है ये बड़े भाई इसको नहीं उसको दिखाओ भाई उसको नबी नहीं दिखा रहा है देखो भाई भाई इनको ही दिखा अरे कोच दिखाओ भाई ये भाई इसका इतना लंबा है क्या ये बंदा भाई इनको कूलर वगैरह दिया है सब
with the Huangzhong as well. So all in all, looking like a very solid sort of lineup from the side of Stalwart Esports.
ऐसी कोच मैं भी डिजर्व करता हूँ ना ऑफ कोर्स भाई ये लोग नहीं दिखा रहा है भाई अच्छा से नहीं दिखा रहे ये लोग क्या अरे किधर गया
If not, they were probably like one of the closest teams to actually winning some of the matches. Then not to disrespect compared to a few of the players on Stalwart.
Hey, close up camera में बढ़वा cameraman.
Like I said, I've got a social affinity to.
भाई ब्राजील का है वैसे सोच रहा है ब्राजील का.
They're very cool guys and very competitive. Them on closest team, some of the teams.
Kaiser, you're healing him for full.
One of my most fond memories of
ले
watching.
भाई ये लोग वही सेम रोटेशन चल रहा है सबका भाई.
Going head to head, seeing who could outbrew.
ये गोमन क्यों ले लिया?
There's a lot of dive in on Stalwart's team comp there, and especially that's going to be.
ये सब भाई इनका सीसी है पूरा टीम फाइट.
But then we also have Huang Zhang as well.
फुल सिंपिंग चालू है. अरे मैं बोलने वाला था भाई ये देखो भाई भाई क्या लंबी भी है भाई फुल प्लास्टिक सर्जरी भाई भाई फुल प्लास्टिक सर्जरी है भाई पूरा नोज वगैरह है शेष
that late game potential. That's why we see it play a lot.
Oh my god. अरे ये बोले कौन सा जीत सकते हैं भाई मेरे को लग रहा है एसटी जीतेगा ये मैच. पहला मैच तो उसके बाद कमबैक होगा. साला ये बड़े ये सब व्यूज कैसे उठाते हैं भाई मेरे को भी ऐसे व्यूज करना है. ये देखो शॉर्ट फिल्म बना देते हैं ऐसा एंगल में.
Charlotte 1v1 this Byron, especially
ये
level 1
ये क्या
because
इन्वेट
he
करने
has
देख रहे हैं? हाँ इन्वेट
yeah,
कैसे को देखो
like
इन्वेट
the
करने
like
देख रहे नहीं हुआ
Byron has, but he also has the dash there. We're seeing Ray going in with Mio.
भाई जंगल ले लो भाई
Already
इतना
plenty of
भाई
damage
फार्म
across
शेयर करे
Byron
टॉप
there
में
as
ये
well,
कैसा
just
मेटा है इनका
working on that Sage buff.
मैच अटो कोच दिखाओ ये ना ब्राजील वुड विन ब्राजील हाँ वो जीतेगा वो लोग ऐसा है ना अच्छा टीम है बट मैं बोल रहा था कि कॉम्पोज इनका भी अच्छा है ना
he's able to already dominate the lane.
इन भाई
So
ये
that's
क्या
a good
पोक किया भाई ये
start for Star Wars Esports. They know the strength of their lane. They know what they need to do to allow the Charlotte to win the lane. But yeah, let's see if they are able to keep that up.
फार्मिंग तो हो रहा है भाई सबका
It's not all the time that we see roams and farm lane
अभी
both
ये इन्वेट भी कर सकता था पता है
designated
नहीं
lanes. We normally
नहीं
see
कर सकता ना
In 1 minute.
heavily literally, yeah, it's like, yeah, straight to mid, straight to mid. But no, it's actually refreshing to actually see them down
मेरे
there.
को ये समझ नहीं आया उधर जंगलर जाके उधर उनको
Princess Frost, it's all about
हाँ
who's
घुसेगा
who can clear the
घुसेगा क्या
faster, and we all know that pretty much Princess
भाई
Frost
ये तो मेरे मेरे मेरे मेरे को होता है ना स्कैम ऐसा हो रहा है नहीं शेयर कर रहा है
potential to no 1v2
नो टाइम वेस्ट
here with Musta and Benitez.
टवर ही स्टार्ट कर दिया फक ब्रो
Charlotte did have
डिफेंस करना भाई
defense to know that hey, this
टवर ही
might
छोड़
be
देगा देखो
single across the map.
ये लोग किल्स नहीं दे रहे टवर गया तो गया भाई
Plays it safe.
बाटा में फोर्स करेंगे हम
Any danger whatsoever.
हमारा बंदा है तो भाई
Straight up in the lane.
डिफेंस करने जाएगा मरेगा उसके बाद बोलेगा रोड कोई नहीं आया था सपोर्ट के लिए टवर जा रहा है
Take 4 heroes down, but with the little loot providing the sustainability to D&J, they're not able to push out the lane fast enough, and they stay safe. While
ओ मैं फिर से फोरमैन बाटा में आएगा वो ब्लू लेके
better wave clearers as well.
Absolutely. I feel like
ये बिल्ड दिखाओ भाई अर्ली गेम क्या क्या बनाए ये लोग
just wasted a lot of time, but the farm there was just no
रियल
there was no
सेफ खेल रहा है
farm taken up.
ये माइंडसेट पता चलता है ना कि प्लेयर्स का कैसा है
Take from the clash lane.
हम किसी को भी इजीली नहीं छोड़ते ना फाइट करता है आज है कॉम्पिटेटिव भाई तेरे को फाइट टवर से ज़्यादा गोल्ड किल तो इंडिविजुअली जाता है ना टवर से थोड़ा ठीक है टीम को जाता है
Is going to be fed up before these team fights.
तो बंदा नेक्स्ट टाइम आकर भी मारेगा लेवल अप होगा
Princess
उसका
Frost coming into this CC after Musashi.
Yeah, they need Xenon to have a good game. They need Clue. to
ये
be
देखो
able to
पैसिव ऑन करके जा रहा है
stand
दो
front.
अटैक करके
What Gun and Mo is able to provide to the team is that he's able to nuke down the Huangjong at a very safe distance. So you have to stop him before he gets to that distance. And Musashi is one
ये
of
लोग
the
एक्चुअली
best
ट्रेड करेगा ड्रैगन या फाइट करेगा वही इंटरेस्टिंग है
has a lot of
मतलब
goals
क्योंकि
on
ऑफ कोर्स
the
ट्रेड करेगा कुछ लोग
really good start. It's been pretty average so
चल
far.
फिर से
but
फॉर में
it's going their way.
बाटा में आ जाएगा ये
Let's see
लोग
if that
बाद में
changes, anytime soon because they
भाई
are
अल्ट यूज कर दिया इतना जल्दी है
forced to take a fight towards the mid lane. Kaiser does pop his ultimate, but
घुस रहा है ये तो
Here comes the dive.
भाई सेक्सी स्टन था वो
Zen in there.
सेक्सी अल्ट था
Mo just missing out.
ओ मोशी डबल किल
Princess Frost, but first blood going
नाइस
over to
नाइस
Ray, and it
बोला ना एसटी का कॉम्प अच्छा है
for Stalwart.
फिर भी गोल्ड उतना नहीं बढ़ा इनका पता नहीं क्यों
Just got a double kill.
we were just talking about
Farming
how,
diff?
you know, Musashi needs a good start and he just gets a double kill right off the bat. So that is one of those good starts.
डैक स्टार्ट कर देगा कर दिया
Give
मोशी आएगा अभी
advantage going
अच्छा इन ड्रैग के लिए फाइट होगा ब्लू लेके ड्रैग के लिए फाइट होगा
still pretty even on both sides in terms of the net worth. Let's take a look at that again.
Yeah, beautiful
Good
play
rotation
here.
coming in.
We thought there was going to be
भाई ये
some
थोड़ा सा आगे डालते थे ना
that
ये भी मिल सकता था वो क्या बोलते वो
Ray.
उसका नहीं बुरा नहीं क्या बोलते वो स्लेयर लेन सोलो लेन वाला
The bait. Let's just make that clear that Zenon was completely used as bait there, but he knew he could get out of there. So
बस
that
मैं
was
बोल रहा हूँ भाई मैं थोड़ी ना प्रॉब्लम है ये देखो अच्छा स्टार्ट हो गया ड्रैगन फाइट
here going in for the tyrant whilst
ये इतना आगे क्यों गई थी रिवर में फंस गई भाई
because that double
यही होता है
pick up in the mid
फर्स्ट
lane
ब्लेड दे दिया
just a little bit too far away
फर्स्ट ब्लेड
from
नहीं
the
सॉरी
top
सॉरी
spawn, which would have been a beautiful play, however, if they managed
फर्स्ट
to
ब्लेड तो
find
इसको
a
मिला है
way to
मोशी
double
को
kill, straight to tyrant, boom, boom, boom, lots of gold to be had, and then obviously the damage increase. However, it did not work that way, which is a shame.
देख
It has to be
ये लोग को देखो बिरॉन ये लोग को देखो भाई ये लोग ऐसा
This wasn't a bait.
ये नहीं करते भाई एल्ट्स वगैरह
The tyrants
मेरा गेम प्ले से बोल रहा
just a little bit of
सेफ को नहीं करेगा भाई दबाओ दबाओ दबाओ
so, but
वो लो कर रहे हैं, मोशी आ गया। नाइस, मिल जाएगा। अब हम क्या करते हैं, बस जाके स्किल्स दबा देते हैं। ओ भाई मरेगा ये भी, अभी क्यों अग दिया भाई, ये तो बच गया। टावर मिल जाएगा इनको। ये अच्छा खेल रहे, अच्छा खेल रहे भाई, एसटी अच्छा खेल रहे। कोच का इन्फ्लुएंस अच्छा है इनमें।
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be happy with that trade. Obviously, in terms
ये
of
मिड
kill lead,
मिड बॉटम में नहीं आया,
this is not a game about kills.
मिड गया क्या
Because
इनका?
now
मिड भी गया है,
Alpha
अच्छा।
7 have now opened up the enemy jungle for the biggest kind of vulnerability that you can actually actually attain from
Sound
taking
और
a
दो
first
क्या?
tier turret, which is that mid lane. That is the holy grail of first tier turrets, is that mid lane. So I'm not too sure about that trade there.
Yeah, right now Star Esports has to
ना
put
ये
a
भी
bit
गया
more
टावर
effort to
भाई। ये लोग
protect
ऑब्जेक्टिव्स
their
मस्त
Sage
ले रहे
Golem and Mind Golem
हैं। लेट गेम ये
buffs
लोग
just to allow Musashi
वो नहीं
to
स्टन।
be able to continue on his role. He's off to a great start, but that tier 1 tower, like you said, one of the most important towers to be protected. They lost it.
ऑब्जेक्टिव्स फोकस कर
And
रहे हैं।
that's gonna slow down Ray quite a bit if Alpha 7
ये क्या हुआ?
decides to constantly pressure towards the mid and continue
ये बिल्ड नहीं दिखा रहा है ये लोग,
contesting your tower.
दिखा दिया,
your
हाँ अभी दिखा
jungles.
दिया।
Yeah, I can only assume that there's a method to the madness
अभी
there
एंटील
within Star
बनाना
Wars
पड़ेगा
esports.
इसको,
The reason
फ्रॉस्ट
why
को
they gave her that
एंटील
mid,
नहीं है
which
इसका
most
पास।
teams would be like,
ये क्वालिटी भाई
it's the
इनका
beginning
क्या
of the
होता
end
है
right
भाई।
now.
लोड़ा जा भाई।
Yeah, I can only assume that there's a method to the madness there within Star Wars esports. The reason why they gave her that mid, which most teams would be like, it's the beginning of the end right now. But I'm sure there's probably some method to the madness of giving that up for the bot lane, but also taking
भाई उसका MM लेवल 10 हो रहा है,
on the Musashi. But
जंगलर
again,
लेवल
no
10।
one's bothered going for the Overlord. We still have a 100-second cooldown on the Tyrant, and
भाई
it's
मेरा इशू है क्या? भाई मेरा इंटरनेट इशू है।
They were even in goal for about a second, and now they're ahead.
भाई ये क्या हो रहा है भाई? ये YouTube का ग्लिच बढ़वा स्टार्ट हो गया।
Contention though, so that's gonna
फक
give them
ब्रो।
a bit of an advantage in terms of
भाई ये YouTube का ई रिलेशन में देखा तो ऐसा ही होता है। मेरा स्ट्रीम अच्छा आ रहा है ना, मेरा स्ट्रीम का कोई इशू नहीं है। हाँ अच्छा खेल रहा है एसटी, हाँ अच्छा है उन लोग का। भाई साथ मत दे भाई, प्लीज प्लीज।
Like the little dude is a huge pick here for A7. So Selena, because they have that bouncing CC. Yes, it's only for a brief second, but a brief second's all you need in Hawk, and that's the difference between this game and other games.
बट टू बी ऑनेस्ट क्या बोलते हैं, इनका ऑब्जेक्टिव थोड़ा सा फोकस करना है, क्योंकि कईजर वगैरह लेट गेम में आके मार देगा ना। ये लोग का पास किल्स तो है, बट देखो देखो इधर अल्ट किया। ओ नाइस रोटेशन भाई, शार्लेट। ओ मुझे बोल गया इनका एमएम अभी भाई सबको मार देगा।
and they will bring down the Musashi as well as the Charlotte, not to mention the Zhang Fei as well, and they are going
बस
for a 1-1
एंटिल नहीं बना यार, यही होता है गलत।
way too much. He managed to bring down the Ghana
भाई एक ही फाइट में सब उल लॉल।
for one trade here going towards the way of Alpha 7. It just went from 0 to 1.
भाई ये बंदा एंटिल बनाना था पहले।
That was a fight that Alpha 7 would take any time of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally not seeing any sort of like anti-heal, so going for the little loop was a little bit of a
अभी ठीक है ना?
sussy. A little mistake. Little loop was the little mistake of latching onto her, because the heals and then the enemy heals and then her teammates heal around her, and then trying to get on that and make something out of nothing with no anti-heal was just a big no-no.
वही
They've just lost a
एंटिल नहीं है,
trade. The
वही
only
मुश्किल
thing
हो रहा
they
है
had
इनका।
up from Alpha 7 was the kills, and now the gold lead is slowly slipping away at that 3k.
ये इसका है ना सेकंड आइटम में एंटिल बनाना था, क्योंकि हुआ गया 10 मिनट्स।
Alpha 7 is a feared team.
ऑब्जेक्टिव टीम्स वगैरह चाहिए तो फिर टीम फाइट हो रहा था। अभी देखो अभी ये लोग स्टॉप नहीं होगा भाई।
And that was definitely a moment where they should have taken the fight. Right now, they do have the Venomous Staff completed on the Princess Frost, which will allow them to reduce the impact that Selena has on this little loot. but is it too little too late here? They will go for the Shadow Overlord on the side of Alpha 7, while Star Wars Esports will take the trade with the Tyrant. Making a fight here, but should...
भाई ये भी चोरी हो गया लॉल बेचारा लोग भाई पलट गया बे पूरा गेम पलट गया इनका अर्ली गेम तो इतना अच्छा खेल रहा था यही बोलते हैं देखो भाई आइटम डिफ ऑब्जेक्टिव डिफ
in Chuck VR. So that's, I mean, this is why A7 are such a great team and why the Brazilian teams are probably some of the most feared ones, because they have not only the most experience, they can steal with their mid lane.
Gun and more just deleted the Princess Frost across the map. Suddenly it's a 4 versus 5.
गोल्ड का अभी 5k डिफ है कमबैक कर सकते हैं बट पहले इनको एमएम को मारना पड़ेगा एमएम का डैमेज ज़्यादा है ये भाई एंटी टैंक भी बना दिया आइटम
Aggressive push, got Vanguard
ये
down in the farm lane, approaching the
GG बोल दो
turret,
GG
lost the high ground turret down in the mid and the clash lane.
भाई इतना जल्दी खत्म हो रहा है बे इनका टीम मैच बाय 10 मिनट 15 मिनट में मैच खत्म
Tournament. It is a sword form pick and it is deadly. Not quite
Whoa,
utility,
whoa,
but we get a
whoa.
take out there.
Whoa.
A little bit of a trade going on. So 1v1 at the moment, but 2 falls down from Star Wars Esports, and we're still seeing Byron going in for another kill, also tanking the damage from the crystal, but it is still 4 teammates of A7 right.
भाई शार्लेट एनएच के भाई इनका शार्लेट वो पता ज़्यादा ही एनएच के
I don't think that's going to be enough. Zeden cannot take a 4v1 currently at Alpha 7.
कोच दिखाओ
Male things.
That was so fast. The way they
Coach
turned
दिखाओ
on the switch. They went from, passively playing the lanes, doing a bit of ganks here and there, but suddenly when they get their items up, when they are at their power spikes, they just went ham and just turned the game around. And I'm pretty sure the graph, the network.
ये बंदे के लिए कोच लगाया है पता है बंदा ने I need some QC
of Alpha 7, because that switch in tempo, that pace change, knowing when they should take these fights was just absolutely so fast that I don't think Star Wars Esports had any way to answer to that.
No, yeah, like you were saying.
बेचारा लोग भाई इतना अच्छा खेला अर्ली गेम पता नहीं एक फाइट में सब उल्टा पलटा हो गया
Really well on that hero, but it just wasn't well enough going into these team fights. They had the utility and the
भाई दिखाओ भाई स्टैट्स दिखाओ भाई देखो भाई शार्लेट देखो भाई शार्लेट 0-2
stealing a tyrant, no smite needed. This guy just stole a tyrant from Star Wars Esports, and then obviously the Kaiser just being the forward
इतना ये क्या प्रोडक्शन भाई इतना जल्दी क्यों हटा देते
just absolutely brutal. And again, another quick match by A7. Is this going to be another quick 2-0? I hope not, because we've really been hyping up
भाई
this
एसटी
matchup.
अच्छा खेलना नेक्स्ट मैच तो अच्छा खेलना पड़ेगा ब्रो दे वन बिकॉज़ देयर कोच प्रॉमिस समथिंग इन रिटर्न लाल
You're playing against a Kaiser, you're playing against a little Luke. You need that anti-healing. You need the venomous stab. You need the physical version of that as well on the Bang Zhong to be able to prevent things like that from happening. Only after the fight in where they lost for the side of Star Wars
भाई
Esports,
कुछ भी बोलो भाई
complete the venomous stab. So
समझ लेडी कोच होके टीम जीत रहा है
little bit, not take that fight before they complete the venomous stab. It would have gone their way better, but because of how it went, it was just a snowball right after that for the side of Alpha 7.
Yeah, I think the first mistake was.
अरे इन लोग का देखो भाई इन लोग का डैमेज भी अच्छा है भाई ये तो 20% कर रहे हैं 60% एमएम का डैमेज ही नहीं है इनमें वही भाई गलत हो गया इनका अपडेट थोड़ा सा आगे पीछे खेलना था इन लोग
And when you open up that real estate, you got to make sure you utilize it. And Alpha 7 completely utilized it, not only in ganks but taking the farm as well.
No doubt about it. And the MVP it looks like to be a bit toss up. I think Kaiser played a great game. Literally definitely did her work as well.
इनका kills उनका death उनका kills.
Exciting to see who's going to be the MVP of this game, and the graph is exactly how I said. It's just plateau in the middle for a good 8 minutes, and suddenly when Alpha 7 just turned on the gas. They just went all the way straight to the victory.
Absolutely. And if
भाई
you look at that
कमबैक तो करना है भाई
pre-5,
एसटी
it was only
वैसा
just
नहीं
2
कि
minutes over
लास्ट में
10 minutes.
एमपी
That's
टीम
when the
कुछ आ
game
रहा है ना
sort
वैसा
of
आरो
slowly starts to get a little bit towards that late game.
नहीं इससे
If
सडनली
not considering the
ये
late
क्या
game
ग्राफ है भाई ये तो
because 4-minute mark is after the tyrant.
सब ब्लू टीम
before
का
that
ये
mid-game.
क्या ब्लू रेड दिखाता है
Which
क्या
is
दिखाता है
under,
ये
1 second under with 12 minutes.
माइनस 10 के
The only other team that managed to do that was Chaos, which again
ऑब्जेक्टिव
they
ड्यूस
say
वही
they
वही
beat
ऑब्जेक्टिव
Alpha
ड्यूस
7, so
वगैरह
clearly Foot Chaos looked up to Alpha 7 in terms
तुम
of
देखो तो
trying to
भी
win these
वो
matches
क्या
pretty
बोलते हैं
quickly like they
हाँ
have here.
ड्रैग का टाइम फ्रॉस्ट नहीं
But
मरना
yeah,
था
just
उधर वो
completely
अच्छा सा
overshadowing
खेला
the
होता तो भाई
jungle of
उधर से ही
side of
गोल्ड
F7.
मिल के आइटम्स
Personally,
वगैरह
I
जल्दी
think
होता
it
था
would be Benica's
पता
that
नहीं
would
किधर
get the
ज़्यादा ही
MVP
गलत
just
कर
because of
दिया
how well played the Kaiser was.
ये वाला मस्त था भाई भाई इसमें सच में अच्छा खेला है ये फाइट मस्त था हाँ इधर ये रिवर में आया ये मेरा रोटेशन है ये मेरा रोटेशन है ये भी सेक्सी था
Yeah, I'm very sure that
हाँ
people
इधर गलत हुआ
focusing more on these heroes, Jing as well as Kaiser.
सपोर्ट का
this
ऊपर
tournament,
क्या वेट
they're gonna
फक
put more focusing more.
सपोर्ट का ऊपर अल्ट किया है क्या वो
Yeah, I'm very sure that people will be focusing more on these
हाँ
heroes,
सपोर्ट
Jing
का
as well
ऊपर
as
अल्ट
Kaiser
किया
in
बे
this tournament. They're gonna be put more
मोशी
and more,
ब्रो
especially when you know you have
मोशाशी
the favorites to win a
ये एमएम का
tournament,
डैमेज ही
Alpha
नहीं है
7
वो
or
हील कर रहा है ये भी
later
खुद
on
हील हो
if
रहा
he
है
starts
फक
playing these heroes, that's when you see it picked up or banned more and more. So that Benin is just showcase how strong it is. That the tankiness it can provide, the pressure it can do across the map is just a strong hero by himself. And when you pair it up with a good support like the Delia or the Little Root, that's when he truly shines.
बहुत बुरा
Absolutely, because not only is his ultimate keeping him alive, the little loot's keeping him alive as well. And especially when your enemy team doesn't build the anti-heal too quick. Which I feel like is probably
देख सब
arguably
सब
the
उसको ही
biggest
ब्लेम कर
mistake
रहा है भाई
in
एंटील
their,
नहीं बनाया मैच
crafting of their items. But the biggest mistake,
भाई
as we
कोई
always
काउंटर
say,
आइटम नहीं बनाया ना
is
मैच
the loss
उसको
of
इतना ब्लेम
mid
करता है
lane.
भाई
Yeah, great first game there for Alpha 7, showing us why they are so feared in this tournament. But you know, Star Wars Esports
वो भी
played
है
pretty well as well.
मशाशी
Definitely left
मशाशी है ना
Alpha
वो
7 a bit
सपोर्ट को
sweaty
नहीं
after
पकड़ा
that
था
game.
वो
It wasn't a
भाई
clean-cut
एक्चुअली वो
victory.
डेंजी
They
को
had
पकड़ा था ना
trouble
डेंजी
early
डेंजी
on
कुछ
in the
नाम है
game.
ना एमएम का
Rotations were read well
भाई
from
पूरा
Star
इजी
Wars
विन था भाई
Esports. Now it's just up to
उनका
Alpha 7 to
नेक्स्ट पार्ट वाला उसमें ऑब्जेक्टिव्स वाला इनका ही मिलता था ये शटडाउन भी मिल सकता था इसका
Star Wars Esports does have what it takes to take at least a win, at least a game out of Alpha 7. It's just those
ये
little
fight
bit
में
of
गया सब
details, little bit of experience that Alpha 7 has over you, that is the difference maker.
Yeah, it was like the little detail I picked up about Foot Chaos. Just
इधर
knowing the ins and outs of
सपोर्ट को
these
अल्ट मार के
heroes, like
कराते
the
हैं
little
वही
timers of the shields of
किसी और को मार लेता
Wandong as well. Just all these little bits of details just make a greater, bigger picture and a greater victory, as we just saw Foot Chaos take the easiest, cleanest 2-0 of day one. Which obviously you can see Alpha 7 do know that as well, but it's not to discount Star Wars Esports.
देख
Like you
कोच
said,
कोच
there's a
आके
little bit
ऐसा
of sweat
मोटिवेशन
dripping
करेगी
from Alpha 7, but it clearly wasn't enough because they was able to just wipe the brow, finish the game 12 minutes in. So yeah, I
भाई
think it was
सच
a
में
lot
बे
for Star Wars, but
इधर
like we always
सोतेश
say for every team,
सोतेश
just
नहीं
the big
एशिया वाला में
stages,
देखा तो
they're
भाई
not gonna show
वो
that
20
full
मिनट्स
match
चलता है
performance.
16 मिनट्स भाई 15 मिनट्स
Definitely,
प्लस
they
चलता है
definitely have
भाई इधर 10-10
a
मिनट
lot
के लिए
more
खत्म कर रहे हैं बे
prepared than what they're
टूर्नामेंट
showing us
मजा भी नहीं आता भाई
right
इन लोग
now.
का
So
टाइमिंग्स
sure,
अभी
I'm
कितना
sure
होगा
you
रुको
want to finish off
अभी
the
क्या
top
है
of the group
इस्तांबुल है
and
ना
make sure
अभी
that you have a
नहीं
good
है
first round
नहीं
matchup,
तो उधर
because
अभी
if you
7
get a
7:30
good first round
8:30
matchup,
रहेगा
it immediately propels to top 4 in the knockout stages, because this is a single elimination tournament in after the
क्या
knockout
है इस्तांबुल
stages.
क्या बोलते
So
हैं भाई
during
मेरे को
that
फीलिंग नहीं
phase, you
था
want to make sure that you only have
इस्तांबुल
one life. You want to face the best
6
matchup that you can
6
and secure
650
a top 4 finish at least after the group stages.
Yeah, and just a little backup point on that. Star Wars Esports don't get to play until day 3 after this
भाई
game, so it's
स्टारवर्ड स्पोर्ट्स
they
भाई
need to do something
हमारा
to at least
वो
try and come
बोलते हैं
back with
इंडिया
a
का टीम
2-1,
है वो
or at least get a 1 victory.
वनर
just to be like,
इंडिया है
you know what,
कश्मीर
at
वाला
least we lost, but we got one above Alpha 7,
We
which
made them
may have been, yeah, which may have been better.
वीवीसी
than
भाई
the
बहुत
scrum
कम है बे
results,
ये
we don't
व्यूज
know. But
भाई
yeah, they
एटलीस्ट तो
really need to like step up their game a little bit there.
1k
and
10k
just
इनका
apply a little bit
एक
more
स्ट्रीमर
pressure,
कर रहा है
not
देखो इसका
be
भाई इसको
completely
देखो
reliant on the Musashi and trade that
429
mid
मैच
turret.
खिला
I
रहा है
can't emphasize
ऑफिशियल में
enough how much trouble
250
that losing that mid turret so early on
गेम
really
से ज़्यादा
did Star Wars
इन्फ्लुएंसर को
Esports, just opening up too much real estate for Kaiser to be
हमको भी आएगा
accessed to extra farm.
Yeah, especially when you have a Princess Frost, you know, one of the best deep pushers in the game. Just drop pop an ultimate and suddenly all the creeps are dead. You cannot lose that mid tier 1 tower. It's just too valuable for your entire team. Not
भाई
just for
बच्चों दिक्कत खत्म करो
yourself,
भाई
but
स्टार्ट
for
करो
your
भाई
junglers, for your clash laners, for your even for your marksmen. If you lose that mid tier 1 tower, there's just so many avenues
हाँ
where
ये भी है
the
पहला
rotations
इनका
can
मिड
come
टावर
in
गया
and you're not as
मिड टावर
safe
गया
as
तो
you
सीधा
would be
जंगल
with
जंगल
that
रोटेशन आ
mid
गया
tier
भाई
1
इनका
tower still standing.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I don't think this
आपको
is
भी
all for
आएगा
Star
वही
Wars
ना
Esports. We'll
हार्ड
be
वर्क
getting
करना है तो
into
सब होता है
game too soon. We're going to get to the game too soon, but we are first going to go to a break, so don't go anywhere.
break
Star
का
Wars
भरोसा
Esports versus Alpha 7, and we'll see you in a moment.
बट तुम देख रहे हो ना रैंक में क्या कॉम चलता है वही चल रहा है वैसा स्पेशल पिक कोई नहीं लिया स्पेशल पिक मतलब वो ये दोना क्या दोना लिया था वो जंगल में वो हार गया वो लोग वो एमपीटी हाँ लूबू को ही नहीं खेला बे मेरे को वैसा कॉम्बो लूबू का देखना है ला ला ला ला ला ला ला ला ला ला ला ला ला भाई ये बेंगलोर ब्लास्ट बेंगलोर कैफे ब्लास्ट भाई इतना हिप हो गया क्या न्यूज़ पता नहीं कोई बड़वा आके बाम रख के गया सब मेटा पिक्स है वही वही
And where we're not. Welcome back, guys, to potentially the end of day one. If Alpha 7 go for a stomp here, we could be seeing a 2-0. But for my buddies over in Star Wars Esports, I hold a heavy hope that we can bring this to a 1-1 and potentially see a first best of 3 in its truest form in day one, which would be a fantastic day. Fantastic way and day to write off this day one of the Invitational Series 1.
Absolutely, we see Seashry giving his team a little bit of pep talk here, keeping them in, making sure that they are primed and ready to take on the challenge, which is Alpha 7, one of the Goliaths in this tournament. They definitely need every bit of support they can get from everybody online, on ground. You know, support the teams the best you can. If you love Star Wars Esports, definitely has
कोच भाई
from me.
I want ST to win वही है ना ST अच्छा टीम है
They showcase that they know how to play the game.
वो लोग
Now it's
जीतना है
just, you know, growing as the tournament goes by and learning the lessons and experiences you can get throughout the entire tournament.
Absolutely, I think that's probably one of the best things
भाई
to do.
चैट
It's
फोन
even
से ही
though if you
देखने में अच्छा
fail,
लगता
it's
है
making
ये
sure
सब
that
देखो
you
का कौन कौन
develop
क्या
from
वही
that, and then when you go into, like, say for example, I don't know, day 3 of the group stages, and you show a completely different performance, or you just go into the knockout stages
चिल्ले है बे
and knock it out of the park.
भाई हम खेलते तो बकचोदी कर रहे थे भाई दोनों साथ में ये लोग बकचोदी करते हैं ऐसे मैच में बकचोदी भाई कैमरा देख रहे हैं हमको सीरेंट भाई हाँ भाई ये देख भाई वो लड़की क्या मस्त दिख रही है सामने टेबल में वो भाई सेक्सी ओ आ गई भाई क्या ड्राफ्ट दे रहा है भाई वो क्या लिखा है भाई वो चीटी में कोच बोलते का टेंशन मत लेना मैं डिस्ट्रैक्शन कर दूंगा सबको तुम लोग बस अच्छा कॉम्प ले लेना जीतने के बाद रात रूम में पार्टी पूरा तो ये लोग काइजर क्यों को दे रहे भाई
Alpha 7 has shown to us that there's more to the Kaiser pairing than just the Leah. We're gonna have
हो
to
अच्छा ये
look
लोग ये
at
बैन किया
sustained
उसका
Falcon
गोमा
Tien is a secondary choice that can help out the Kaiser as well. So we
भाई इसको
may
सब
definitely
बैन कर
see
रहे
that,
गाइस
coming from the side
री
of
री
Alpha
को
7. Alpha 7 does ban out the Jing as
भाई
well
सब
as
टर्न
the
सब मैच अभी
Marshall.
कितना
They
टीम्स
keep
पे का सब
the
बैन कर रहे
Arlie and like you said, the Kaiser for themselves.
टेलीपोर्ट मारो आके भाई
Yeah,
मारो
they're
सीधा
literally going, oh, okay, they're switching it up, going for the Angelo, who was
भाई
just in a
इनका कोच
cinematic,
बोलते रहेगा
who
ये
is always
ये एसटीए के कोच
completely
बोलते रहेगा
overshadowing my
गाइस
so
डोंट
many
फोकस ऑन
ranked
देयर कोच
matches
गाइस
as
आराम
well.
आराम
But they also get the Ali, so they're switching up
अभी
the
भी डोंट बी
range.
आराम
They're banning
फोकस
out
ऑन
the
गेम
Renji themselves and going for the Ali. So this was the thing that I was talking about earlier, where you deny your own pick, but go for something else that you are definitely still comfortable with. And then we're looking over to Star Wars Esports. They are pretty much picking up the same team comp as the
देखते
last
देखते
time.
ड्राफ्ट
Hoping it
तो है
works.
Princess Ross Zhangfei as
ने
well
पीछे
as
मोसी लिया भाई
Musashi
इसको भाई
outside Solid Esports.
ऑलरेडी ये पता है इसको
I mean,
ये
they had a
इसका
great
इस
early
बार
game,
भी
the
ये
rotations
एंटील
were
वगैरह
fine,
बना अबे
it's just
एंटील
that,
अभी भी बना है क्योंकि
you know,
काइजर
the
है
real details
नहीं
in the
बनाया ना
movements
भाई ये
that
बंदा
Alpha 7 did spot out, like the small chinks in their armor, and Alpha 7 fully exploited that. That's what a great team does, is that when you leave
भाई ये
out
कैमरामैन बढ़वा
small
है भाई
weaknesses,
प्लेयर्स को भाई
they
फोकस
exploit
करने
it
का
to
ही
the fullest
नीचे
sense.
से ऐसा
They tear open
ऐसा
those
रोटेशन
wounds
में
that
डाल रहे
wouldn't be as impactful as against a weaker team who cannot spot them out.
कैमरामैन आलस
Absolutely.
बढ़वे
Speaking
लोग
of little details and little
उनको
influences,
रेस्पेक्ट भी
little
कर
League
रहे
gets
हैं
banned on the
बढ़वे
side
भी
of
बोल रहे
Star
हैं
Wars Esports, and that's paying attention to the little details, is making sure that champion, that hero, sorry, is off of the cards. And the last two picks of Star Wars Esports
Luban.
is looking like we're going to get Byron and Luban as well. We did see Wawa on the Luban yesterday, and it was a mighty fine performance, if I say so myself.
Absolutely
For Pro
scary
Charlotte.
performance from Wawa yesterday, and I'm
इनका
sure
टीम
that
का
he
शार्लेट
has more to
ये
show
सेवन
for us
शार्लेट
today.
should play
Pairing
good
with
bro
the Zhangfei allows him to play very
विराट
aggressively,
इन
knowing
लोग के
that he
एक्सचेंज
has the
किया
bouncer
कॉम्प्लेक्स
to keep
now
enemies
I will
back,
play
especially
Charlotte
this
I will
high
show you how
level.
to play
As
that
well as
real
Charlotte,
Charlotte
there's three heroes that can get to him very easily. That's the Arlie as well, played by Almine, and yeah, he has to watch out for that. And he needs his team, he needs his Zhangfei as
ये
well.
अच्छा है
Byron
पता है
to
इसका
always
एमएम
be
इनका
ready to
एमएम है ना
support
इनका
him,
एमएम
because he
सो
alone
लुबान
can do the
लुबान का
damage
पैसिव
to
ऑन हुआ
bring
तो ये
down
इजीली
everybody.
शी कैन
It's just a
एस्केप
matter of keeping him alive.
ओके
Absolutely, but they definitely keep
Then
a little
from
bit
ult-
of remnants there from the
बट
game
इसका
one,
पता
which is
नहीं
the
कोच
Kaiser,
बड़वा
which would
इनका
potentially
कॉम्प इनका
be
कोई
the
फ्लेक्सिबल
Arlie,
नहीं है
who
क्या
was the
लाइक
MVP pick
बस
as well, so he
ज्यादा
would
नहीं है
rise
क्या
the
इनका प्लेइंग
only
हीरोज
thing that is the
भाई
same in the
इसको ये
first
रिपीट
pick
कर
going
रहा
into the
है
second game of match 3 would be the sensible thing. Just keep one
Let's go,
component,
Bibi.
one very solid working key component, and then
ब्रो
change
मैंने
everything
पता किया
around
वो कोच
from
फुफे
that.
साल से ये
So
सन
they
के
go with
साथ
the
है
Angelo with
हाँ
the
बे
CC,
वो ये
so
वो भी
obviously
टीम
Denver
से
doesn't
है
really have much CC other than his
ये लोग ये
number.
वो भी प्लेयर्स है
You could arguably
ओ
say that
अभी भी
Angela is a bit more effective in that one
आई
because of
आई
CC, but then also
आई
CC
अभी भी
immunity
आई
from her ultimate as well. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Angela goes against the Princess Frost in the mid lane.
The Angela is
सेम पिक्स
has
है
a
हाँ
lot of,
वही
great
उन
feel
रोटेशन
about,
है ये तू
in the
आप ले तो
sense,
मैं
you
लेते
know,
मैं लेते आप लेते
with the Blaze, but let's see. He doesn't have as easy of a way to provide the crowd control to his team. The orb does take some time to land.
देखते हैं भाई देखते
But
हैं
if
फर्स्ट
it
ब्लड
does,
किसको
boy,
मिलेगा
oh boy, the burst damage that the Angela can follow up with is absolutely huge. Kind of like
Absolutely.
a sort of budget gun and more in a way.
ला ला ला भाई एसटी जीतना है भाई मेरे को 3 मैच देखना है भाई इजीली जीत सकता है भाई एसटी भाई लेट गेम तक खींच के जाओ कुछ भी हो जाए
Would be approachable in my books, but
भाई इनका वही है अभी सोलो लेनर्स में ही डिपेंड करता है भाई जंगल तो अच्छा खेलते हैं ये मिडिल ईस्ट वाला को शायद इंडिया टीम भी
full effect of
हरा
Angela's
सकते
kit
हैं हाँ
either as well.
ऑफ
So,
कोर्स हरा
I
सकते हैं
reckon
भाई
Seven's just got to really work on that and make sure that they do land that. Already hit
मतलब
the
ब्राजील
land
वगैरह
for
इनको
spell
दोटे
as
क्योंकि
well.
ब्राजील अच्छा खेलता है
Yeah, they
ये
do
सब
have the,
वैसा नहीं कि वो बुरा
Donghuang to set up
मिडिल ईस्ट
the-
मतलब समझ रहे हैं ना
the
ब्राजील मिडिल
skills
ईस्ट नहीं है
from the Angela, so they have some easy
एसटी
setups.
टर्किश
Also,
टीम उन
it's
लोग को
just click on
इजीली
the-
मार सकता
even
है
the auto targeting should
इतना तो
practically
ट्राइयार्डर्स है हमारे इंडिया में
land those skills after the
ब्राजील
Donghuang
वगैरह
knocks
उनको
something
देख
down.
समझ रहे
So
ब्राजील वगैरह वो
definitely
मिड रेंज में आएगा
as long as Alpha 7 plays to what we know that they can play, the full potential.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm pretty sure that suppress has come through mainly for Musashi there because how many times he
La
dived
la
under the turret
la
to get those double kills. I feel
la
like that
la.
Don Juan is the only
भाई ये
answer
बंदा
to that.
अग्रे है भाई ये
Taking a lot
भाई
of
ये
damage there from the
भाई
Angela, but
फ्रॉस्ट
this is
से
the trouble that you get playing against
फ्रॉस्ट
Angela.
प्रिंस
Level
फ्रॉस्ट
2
नहीं
is
डेयाचन
rotating
नहीं
on
बोलूंगा
half
भाई
health.
डेयाचन से इतना अग्रा
That's a problem.
Yeah, you know, Princess Force is one of those
देखो भाई ये
laner
दिखा
assets
दिया
that can really
ये
do
सच
it
में
all
दिखा
by
दिया
itself,
शार्लेट
but
कैसे खेलते हैं
Angela is no slouch. As long as you land your skills, the skills are much easier to land than Princess Frost's control skill. So if you land those skills, then you can just always threaten the health points of this Princess Frost.
Yeah, and the range of Angela's first ability as well. She can check bushes, go in before going into them.
थोड़े सेफ खेल रहे हैं ये लोग
Complete ease
पता है इन
because
लोग
it
को
won't stop until it hits somebody within that range. So we see the Angela and the Kaiser rotating up into the top lane. Potential first blood here onto
ओ
Mujo.
भाई रोटेशन देख रहे हो भाई ये बंदा इनको पता चला बे ये बंदा ज्यादा पे ये होता है
His safety push there.
देखो लो
So
एचपी
he
भाई
has to be very careful because
प्रॉक्सी भी कर रहा है लेन को फक भाई ये सब कौन भाई ये लोग वन साइडेड है ये लोग
Absolutely. I mean, that was a bit of a fatal move there by Charlotte, just cutting off the lifeline and the
मार तो
potential
रहा है लूबान भाई लूबान को
help
बचाओ
from
भाई
the
इजी
minions
गेम है
there
भाई
under the turret for Byron, but luckily for Byron, we see that Kaiser's actually gone back into farming.
तुम
because he
जिरन
cannot
को
take too much time out of farming because then he becomes
पहचानते हो
off
क्या
the pace, especially against the Brave.
मतलब आई नो जिरन हाँ ऑफ कोर्स
Strong performance, but a little bit playful
हम
here.
मिले थे ना
Charlotte
बेंगलुरु
and
में
Kaiser both rotating up
जिरन
to
आया
the
था
stage,
बेंगलुरु में
but
तो हम मिले थे
Byron already pretty low, so
खाना
there's not
खाया
much he
जिरन
can
ने
do
खिलाया
in
जी
this
खिलाया
however. I believe
कैफे में गए
Musashi
थे हम
got
साथ में
the sage buff.
Yeah, he got it in the end a little bit. Would have been a huge detriment to his early game if he lost.
रियल
the
लाइफ
stage,
में भी
but
मिला हूँ IRL
thankfully
IRL
he
मीट किया
still
हूँ
had the
ऐसा बोल सकते
smite off cooldown and he was able to secure it. But bottom lane, they might not be able to secure this tier 1 tower any longer. Rotations are coming in from
मार
the
दो भाई
Musashi going
इजी
for the
इजी
Angela,
मोशस
but Angela,
अबे ये सबको दबा
still
रहा है
alive at the moment. The
ये
sniper
लेट हो गया
is
मैं
doing so
मिल जाएगा
much.
पीछे हो जाओ
Strong
बस
enough
बस बस
very
खत्म
low. At the back by Princess Frost. Xena
अच्छा
able to
खेला
secure the double
अच्छा
kill
खेला
for
ये देखो
Lava.
अर्ली गेम अच्छा खेल रहा है पता नहीं लेट गेम क्यों होता है
And that will be most likely the bottom tier 1 tower falling for the
कहाँ
side of
पी
Alpha
मिले थे
7
मतलब
as Stalwart Esports start off strong
टूर्नामेंट
once again.
पे था नहीं नहीं नहीं वो बेंगलुरु आया था पर्सनल
Absolutely.
इधर
This
से
is the
पर्सनल काम
match
था वो
that
बेंगलुरु आया
we
था
came to see
तो
today
मिले
on the Lubin pick. Yeah, as you rightly
वो
said,
बोला
they
कि
almost
एड्रेस
got
इधर
that,
है वो रूम
first
का
tier
एड्रेस
turret
बोला
down in the bot lane,
अपार्टमेंट में
and
था
they
ना उस
haven't
दिन
had to
तीन
sacrifice that mid
दो
lane
तीन
turret,
दिन
because I
था
feel like if they do that
सो उधर
again,
जाके मीट किया
I
उसको
think that's the learning
मीट
curve
करा
where that learning needs
भाई
to take
मेरा
place. Like,
हिंदी
yo,
क्यों
that
भाई
is
ऐसा हो
your
रहा है
holy bastion. Just hold on to it.
भाई पीछे हो गया भाई हो गया
Hold it like a newborn baby.
भाई ये
Don't
मौसा
let that
ये
mid lane
मौसा से
go
अच्छा खेल रहा है
for a side
भाई
lane turret. That's
जाके
just a
सबका
bad trade. Worst
ये गया ये गया ये गया
But Angela coming in here.
बेस्ट है भाई
with the
छोड़ दो
help
भाई
of
टवर
Charlotte.
छोड़ दे
Charlotte may take the first turret though. Yep. First turret going over to Alpha 7.
4 minutes in, no
भाई
more tower playing.
ये देखो
Like,
इधर
oh, Musashi goes straight
इधर
for
रियल लोग
the
डोमिनेशन कर रहा है उधर वो लोग चोरी कर रहा है भाई
teleport away, but
ये
that
तो
was
ट्रेडिंग
the
होता है भाई ब्लू वगैरह
first
ले लो
tyrant
पूरा
of the game going towards the way of Stalwart Esports. So good start so far for Stalwart Esports. Let's see
पीछे हो जा भाई हो गया खत्म
and make this
गया ये गया
number 3. Benigna's pops his ultimate,
नहीं
goes
नहीं
straight
सल्ट
away, Princess Frost
नहीं
trying to
सल्ट
buy some space,
फिर भी
but
गया
it's not going to be enough. The Kaiser is just so sticky in his ultimate form. You can't do damage, you can't force him away.
जीरन टूर्नामेंट अभी खेलता नहीं है ब्रो वो बिजी है भाई उसका बिजनेस है उसके बाद अभी शादी हो चुका है उसका तो गेमिंग वगैरह बस थोड़ा सा टाइम पास के लिए कभी फ्री हुआ तो खेलते हैं अभी जीरन भी अभी फैमिली मैन फक गया क्या मेरा स्ट्रीम
Going into game 2, Stalwart Esports already slightly improving here. They still managed to take the bot lane turret.
भाई
They lose the
गया तो
Kaiser,
बोलो बे
hold
स्ट्रीम
on to the mid lane turret, but also secure the tyrant as well. But again, it's still
भाई भाई
very
भाई भाई
murky
पीछे हो
waters.
जाओ
They
भाई
are
ये फ्रॉस्ट भाई भाई अंदर टावर का अंदर अंदर खेलो भाई गया गया गया गया
Kaiser is on you. He's like a bad
गया
bitch.
गया
So
अल्ट
well
मारा
done. But here we go. Jack Bay going in with the ultimate beast mode
पीछे हो
from
जाओ भाई
Salt, and there
थ्रो
was
मत
a
करना ब्रो
focus on the
टावर
eye
छोड़ दो
as
ब्ro
soon as
ओ
they
नाइस
got
नाइस
connected up to their
प्रिंस
bot
फ्रॉस्ट
lane.
ओपी माना नहीं है
Frozen
इसका पास
is
अभी
Dong Huang there. Dong Huang goes down,
इसका
and
बिल्ड
it's
दिखाओ
3 kills.
लुबान
Two
लुबान
out there.
लुबान
Star Wars
शटडाउन दे
Esports
दिया
picking up another one is
अग दिया
Wawa taking down the
तो ये
Charlotte
केस
as
है वे
well. So overall, 2-3 trade for
देखो
a
अभी
3-2
बना रहा है
victory
एंटी
for Star Wars Esports.
लॉल
Yeah,
पहले
Future's
नहीं
ultimate
बनाया था
was just
अभी
so
बना रहा है
huge,
एंटी
stopping them from retreating and allowing them to just clean up the mess in towards the mid lane. They did lose Wawa and Ray. Do not really want to see that, but still a 2-3 trade is what you can get at the moment, and Sour Esports will be happy with that.
सब
They do
सब
lose
क्राउड
the
कंट्रोल का
bottom tier
बूट्स है इन
on
लोग का
tower
पास
though. Let's take a look at
सीसी
the
में
replay once again. Princess Frost, look at the ultimate.
भाई इसका पास माना भी नहीं है उतना
Just stop the retreat entirely, and that's
भाई
setting
इधर
them
क्या
up for
इधर
more
क्या
and more
किया पता है ये
kills.
लोग
I'll
किल्स
admit,
लेके है
this was a great
फ्लैश नहीं मारना था
finger
इसको
roll side of Wawa. He knew that he had to pay with his life after he
भाई
did
एमएम
that.
कभी फ्लैश मार
But,
के
you know,
एंगेज ही नहीं करना है
emotional damage.
मैं भी ऐसा करता था गलत
Absolutely. I mean, Musashi went in there with the right intentions, trying to knock
If
up the
it's
Charlotte,
1v1,
so
okay.
he didn't manage to get the kill onto Lubin, but unfortunately it just fell short, and Lubin did fall, however. But
भाई
yeah,
जीतो भाई
it's
एसटी
still
जीतो
more
भाई
to play
जीतो
for. We see that Byron managed to
Easy
get the
match.
flash lane burst
अगना
into
मत
it as
बस
well. There's a lot going on in this red buff into mid lane on the enemy side of the jungle here. Overlord is still up for grabs.
थोड़ा
but it's looking like
कैजुअल
Charlotte's
खेल
got
रहा
quite
है
some push
एससी
potential
वाले
down
फीलिंग
here.
नहीं देता
Huawei
ऑफ कोर्स नहीं
could try
देता
to pick up another turret, opening up
भाई
those
एससी वाले
side
एससी
lanes,
वाले
which
सीधा
once
घुस जाते
again,
भाई
it's not
एससी
as
वाले
big
जंगलर
as
पता नहीं किधर
losing
घूमते रहता है
that
जाके
middle
एक पिक
turret,
लेके आ
but
जाता
it's
है
still
कुछ
a
भी हो जाए
huge
एज
necessity for
एसासियन
your team
असासियन
to
वो
stop
कर
that
ले लेता
defense
है
in
एक
the jungle.
ये लोग
Once
असासियन नहीं
again,
खेल रहे
blinding
तुम
away
देख रहे हो
from
सब
Kaiser. Kaiser can take the
ये
damage.
गिरा
We can see that.
पता
He
नहीं भाई
becomes
इसका भाई इनको
very, very
इनका
sticky in that ultimate and
बेरन
just
लेनर मतलब
lost
सोलो
Byron
लेनर
to
बहुत
a
घटिया है डीएस लेनर कुछ भी
one-man
बोलो
issue
डीएस
at
लेनर
this
सोलो
point.
लेनर
Yeah, that was not
1v1 भी
the
जीत नहीं
position
पा
you
रहा
want
वो
to fight in. It's not a
मोसाशी को
target,
देखो
go for
मोसाशी
it.
देखो
Oh, that's
फक पता था
another
ये
nuke
किधर
jump.
किधर तक
Oh,
भाई उसका अल्ट सीधा खींच
gets
लिया
bursted down. Wawa was
Oh,
just at the
sexy,
edge
bro.
waiting for him.
ये भी
On
गया
his umbrella.
ओ
Because
मस्त
the
मस्त
ultimate is not as tanky as
मस्त
you would think
एसटी
it is,
अच्छा खेल
but
रहा
he does fall as well. So they
बस
managed to
बस
salvage
ज़्यादा
the
अगले नहीं
situation
पीछे
for
हो
the
जा
Star Wars Esports. And finally, this tier 1 tower looks like it will finally go down, this time towards the way of Star Wars Esports.
Yeah, I feel like the only way they can really counter that Kaiser pick is from the true damage of
लूबन देखो
the,
लूबन को
Lubin
बचाया था
there,
पूरा
really
टीम इजी
shredding the health of
कैंसर
Kaiser.
काम
But
पे
if you're just
लूबन
going in with just pure attack damage like a Byron, it's definitely not the play to go for. It's just
भाई इन लोग को
very,
लेडीज एंड
it's
वैसा
a
वगैरह
hard
खेलना है
1v1 to come out on top.
और पता है
especially with his
अभी
teammates nearby.
साउथ ईस्ट एशिया
But Star Wars
एशिया
Esports
टीम्स
once
वगैरह आए तो
again
भाई
look
सीधा
to
ट्रोल ही कर
improve
देते हैं इन
the
लोग को
gameplay here because they have
मतलब कैंसर
Byron
कॉम्प्लेक्स है
taken down.
लेडीज एंड
Utility
वैसा वो लोग
increased
का
and the damage output has been increased also. I mean,
भाई
right now does
ये
Wawa
क्या बना
need
रहा
the
भाई
damage
एंटिल
output
तो बना
increase?
भाई
Probably not, but give him it, he will give
देखो
you
ये
a
भी
quadra,
उनका सपोर्ट
hopefully.
हील होता है
That is
ये
what we're riding on here. But again, this is definitely looking like a much more fruitful match for Star Wars Esports.
Yeah, Wawa
थर्ड
always
आइटम्स बनाना
continued
पड़ेगा
his
मैं सोचा कि
great
एंटिल
game
बनाएगा ये
already. That's going to be the huge power spike on the marksman, allowing him to deal more damage in a safer position, providing that additional crit chance as well as attack speed. Not to mention the range does
अभी
increase
बस अभी
for
अभी
the
अभी ये
marksman
ड्रैगन
for
रिसेट
the
होगा 10
Lubin
मिनट्स
07
होगा
as
10
well.
मिनट्स के बाद
He is
पक्का
pretty
ऑब्जेक्टिव्स
much
का फाइट
almost
होगा
there,
उसमें
probably
देगा तो
about
गया
1,000 gold before he reaches that. And once he has that, there's no answer for him at the moment except to just jump him with the Charlotte and Kaiser and hope he dies before he wipes their entire team.
Absolutely. I mean, that's going to be like a
एंटी
great sense
बनाना
of
नहीं
pride
तो ये
knowing
एंटी
you're playing
टैंक
a hero that needs
कोई तो
3
काउंटर लेना पड़ेगा
enemy
मैच को
heroes to jump onto
अब
you
इसका
just to
डैमेज
try and take
एक
you out.
डैमेज और एक
But
स्लो
when you
करने
got
वाला
the likes
आएगा
of
जो आइटम
Zhang
हाय
Fei,
हाय
sorry,
वेलकम वेलकम
the
Princess Frost.
Princess Frost,
Welcome to
Musashi
the
as
stream.
well. You're really sort of trying to shut down that pylon of the Lubin here.
हेलो चैनल
You have so
वेलकम टू
many
माय गाइस
ways to disengage, so many
हाँ देखो ये
counter
ये
to go
अब
back,
ब्यूटीफुल स्टार्ट हुआ
back into
लूबन
their
तो मार रहा है
position.
बे
So Wawa is
भाई
feeling
भाई
very
बचा ले भाई
comfortable. He's just
जंगलर
doing
किधर है
that.
मोह ले इधर ही
Shadow
होगा
Overlord here. Zhang Fei has to pump the out to stay alive.
भाई वो अल्ट करेगा
He might be caught out
हाँ
in the
नहीं
back, but
ले
he
लिया
gets locked down
पीछे हो
there
जा
by the Dog Walker,
कौन
gets
मरा
brought
क्या
down instantly.
सपोर्ट मरा
But
पीछे हो जा भाई
they
बस
managed to
खत्म
secure the Shadow Vanguard on the side of
उनका
Star
एमएम
Wars.
गया
They destroy
वो मोशी
Musashi.
मोशाशी
Just enough bringing the
मोशाशी
shot
ब्रो
down to Wawa.
कंट्रोल योरसेल्फ
Got the kill. But still, a lot of damage being dealt towards the back lines of the
पता
South
नहीं ये
Alpha
क्या
7,
किया
and Star Wars
प्रिंस
Esports
फ्रॉस्ट
will
ने कुछ
take that
नहीं करना
fight
था
very happy.
कुछ किया क्या वो
Absolutely. I mean, I reckon recognize what Suits did there. He tried to replicate
भाई
the
वो लो
Genmo
एचपी था नहीं तो उसका
critical
किल भी मिल सकता
feat
था
onto the Overlord there, but it just wasn't quite the same kind of flavor he was hoping for. He did use the ult. However, it did not steal the Overlord, which I can only assume Star
नहीं
Wars
होगा भाई,
is very thankful
छोड़
for.
दे भाई.
But the paying attention to the small details of Wawa using his rockets
Fish.
to try and find out where the enemy jungle is, making sure
Oh,
he was not
Luban
on the
bro.
Sage buff. Obviously, it was used a little bit
No,
too early.
bro.
He
Chill
was on the
pill
Sage
Luban
buff,
bro.
however, and he still managed to secure it as well.
Important buff there for the Kaiser to be able to continue fighting. You know,
अभी
keep-
अच्छा
that
खेल रहा है
allows
ये
him
लोग
to
को
have a
बा
shorter cooldown on his skills, which allows him to heal a little bit more.
एग्जीक्यूटेड हो
Right
गया
now,
ये लोग. हाँ.
Gold is pretty key in this
एक्साइटेड हो
fight.
गया क्या
Star
ये?
Wars having such a great start.
एक्साइटेड हो गया.
Most of their gold is just being held there by Wawa. So if you bring down, if you're able to just burst down the marksman, then you're suddenly having that 10k gold.
ड्रैग भी ले रहे हैं भाई. ऑब्जेक्ट देखो भाई, अभी पता चला इनको ऑब्जेक्टिव्स
Huge trouble.
वगैरह.
They're looking to pick up another tyrant here. It's a little bit of a change up here for A7. So Alpha 7 Esports, I feel like I've lost a little bit of a tempo here. Maybe they're stalling the tempo. They've kind of put it on a standstill, hoping to just burst out, get a bit more farm, and then hope to come out on top of this next team fight.
इनका ये बिरान है ना, बिरान अभी सोलो बहुत पता नहीं, स्प्लिट पुश वगैरह नहीं मार रहा है. बस थोड़ा सा विजन दे रहा है जंगल का. भाई फिर भी बे ये मिल्ट कर रहा है बे. ये क्या बोलते हैं, एंजेला का टैंक को मिल्ट कर रहा है.
Nuba number 7. That's why you do not face check your push, even if you're a Kaiser. That's just way too scary at this point.
Especially when there's a Luban on the enemy.
भाई मेरे को डर लगता है. देखो लूबन को ऐसा पीछे छोड़ के आगे विजन देने के लिए सपोर्ट तो आगे जा रहा है. लूबन को पीछे से आके कोई मार दिया तो टवर लेने का सोच. आलिन होगा नहीं होगा, थोड़ा सा सोच रहे हैं बे. ये 7 सोच ये भाई लूबन को पकड़ा गया. यही बोलने वाला था मैं. लूबन को पीछे ये विजन के लिए जाएगा, लूबन को पीछे छोड़ देगा. फ्लैश ये भी गया. अभी फंस गया. मिड में एमएम को चेस कर रहा है. वो मोसाशी मार दिया. मोसाशी ब्रो मार दो. नेक्स्ट ट्रेड. ओके शांति. भाई अच्छा खेल रहे भाई उनका जंगलर में अच्छा खेल रहा. बेचारा ट्राई तो कर रहा है. मिड डिफ है. वो मेरा जैसे ही खेल रहा है.
Absolutely, we have the Shadow Overlord there, but it's not looking like it's going to be on the priority of Kaiser there. He's definitely, and rightly so, taking that Sage buff.
उसका एंजल हर टीम फाइट में कुछ तो कुछ कर रही है वो.
Stun more than an Overlord would right now, so taking and denying the Sage buff from Musashi right now is definitely the play to go for.
Definitely, he knows what he needs. He knows what his team needs. It's him staying alive as long as possible. Providing pressure for Wawa.
अभी डांस प्लेयर के लिए ये फाइट तो जीतना पड़ेगा इन लोग को.
So that's the name of the game right now. Both teams poised around this Shadow Overlord, trying to secure it the best they can. Every
Bago,
single
bro.
is up and running, and they will look to take a huge fight to try and further the lead or take the lead back to the favor. But Ignis,
लूबन को बचाओ
dangerous.
भाई फुल सपोर्ट. भाई एसटी को हम फुल सपोर्ट देते हैं.
Xenon still towards the back lines, casting skills, scouting out for his team. Wawa's.
Oh, nice.
Bye, get up.
Has visions? No, choosing the rockets as visions.
But
I don't think he's stolen.
what the
We've
fuck
seen
was that, bro?
Suppression go onto Wawa once again. That is a denial, and this is what Alpha 7 was probably just looking for a way.
भाई किधर से आया वो?
Having the confidence from Dongguang, being able to survive.
ये सांप आता है ना, पुस करके सीधा आ गया भाई.
Team Star Wars Esports
बेचारा लूबन.
in order to get to the prize possession, which is Luban here.
Yeah, I would take that trade any day if you're Selena. You know, sacrificing your life to bring down Wawa, you would do that every single day of the week and
Ma
twice on
kasam.
Tuesdays as well, because that allowed them to secure the Shadow Overlord, and that's going to give them additional map pressure towards the mid lane, because they finally will be able to
भाई
take down this
थ्रो तो है
tower without Wawa holding
थ्रो
down
तो है
blue
एसटी का
buff
भाई
in the
थोड़ा
back.
सा
They will open up a big part of the map for themselves and even
वो
things
लोग
out
वो
in
लोग
terms of the
वो
tower
लोग
advantage.
बुश में कितना ज्यादा वक्त है ना
Absolutely. I
उनको
mean,
पता
they've
था भाई
been
बुश में
holding
ही
on
रहेगा
to
ओके
that mid
मुसाशी
lane
ब्रो
for quite
लेट्स
some
गो
time. Musashi going into the back of the queue there. He waited for
बेचारा
quite some time. But the
ओ
pick
ब्रो
of this Angela has been
ये
a
क्या हुआ
really hard
ये
suppression
भी एक दिया
for Musashi to actually even try and
ओ
win.
नाइस नाइस
Musashi
नाइस
jumped in. They're dead.
नाइस
And once
नाइस
again, they tried to go for the Lubin,
नाइस
but Dong Huang is nowhere near. And the
देखो भाई
suppression
लूबन को
is
बचा
only
तो
just come
मस्त
on cooldown. So we see that Kaiser goes down. That is a trade. I would say that's a fruitful trade from Stalwart Esports, taking a solid 2-1 trade there.
It definitely helps to stem the bleeding a little bit, keeping their network close across both sides.
भाई बुक बना
Things
लो
are
भाई
very even. I mean,
डैमेज
4
बना
to
लो भाई
5 towers basically even at the moment. And the
स्प्लेंडर
network
बना के
is
क्या फायदा
basically
नहीं है
dead even right now. So this is as close as a game as you can get against Alpha 7, one of the favorites to win the entire Invitational. And we are reaching the point in the game, Blam. We are almost there at the 20-minute mark.
We are, and I mean, Stalwart Esports have done themselves proud. They've managed to survive longer than 11 minutes and 59 seconds, which is definitely an improvement. Even if they
ले लो ले लो ले लो
win this round, it is still the
अभी देख अल्ट करेगा
before,
ऑफ
but
कोर्स
still the tyrant
पूरा
and
प्रेडिक्टेड है
Suits
भाई
coming in with that crucial steal for the
भाई
tyrant.
उसका मैच
One on the
भाई
overlord,
लास्ट मैच भी
two
चोरी
for
किया है
the
तो अभी भी
tyrant.
चोरी कर
And
रहा है
that's just a little bit of an upset there for Stalwart.
Stalwart Esports is going to have nightmares of this Angela. I mean, first it was the gun and more in game number 1. Now it's the Angela getting 2 crucial steals on these important objectives.
bye.
Might be the game changer right now. Ray, a bit in a precarious position, but with Xenon providing the backup, saving him for the moment.
Absolutely, Charlotte making fine work of that clash lane as well, trying to get pushed to that high ground turret.
कितना भी कितना भी अच्छा खेले भाई ये लोग क्लास में मतलब समझ ना सब पलट गया
But both of those efforts have fallen short there, but they still managed to push the waves before the minions get there. So they should, in theory, time that correctly, but with that wave clear from Princess Frost, it is going to be denied in the clash lane. But it's just all waiting to brew here. Down goes the second tier turret in the mid lane. Something is about to happen, and I don't know if it's good for Stalwart Esports.
Wawa does complete his Sage's Sanctuary, which allows him
भाई
to
ये
have
इजीली
second life, the second
ये
wind
फ्रॉड
to
से ही
let
पता
him
चला
live,
जाता है
be
उधर
able to
जाने का
keep
नहीं
fighting
उतना
on. He already has the Blood Reaper as well, so that allows him to heal back to full after coming back to life. So that's going to be very important. Because he's been
भाई
the
इसका
heavy
पास
focus,
टैंक है
right, of Selena.
ठीक है बस
If he's
ये
able to
थोड़ा सा
survive
क्या है वही
the
मुश्किल होगा
ultimate
इनका
coming from the
अभी
Valkyrie,
ये
that's
अल्ट
gonna
मार
help
के
him
गया
in
ना
the
बैकलाइन
fight.
को ये देख नहीं सकता किसी
Yeah, having that second wind is definitely something that
ये
Alex
स्प्लिट
will
पुश
have to play
बिरान तो
around. To
स्प्लिट
me,
पुश मार
it's
के
taken
कुछ
them
कर नहीं
most
कर
of the match to
सकता
find out how to play around the Wawa here.
उनका जंगलर
Trying
इतना
to
टैंक भाई
justify,
कईजर ही इतना टैंक है भाई अकेला
that's
वन
it.
वी
Once
थ्री
he's
कर
out of the
सकता
fight,
है
that's all great. But now he has that second wind. It's kind of like, right, okay, so how are we going to
भाई
do
भाई
this?
लुबान
We're going to try and
लुबान
pick him
हाँ
up
भाई
before
क्या
he
आ रहा है
gets the
भाई
second wind
लॉल
taken off him, or are we going
डर
to
लगता है बे
still do the same thing and then hope that we just run him down on his
स्प्रिंट है
second
ना
wind?
उसका बस हाँ स्प्रिंट मार के
Just
भगा
kill
भगा
all of his
भगा के
teammates
आता
and
है
kill him twice. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah.
30 seconds
नेट
before
मेरे लुबान को नेट मेरे भाई वो तो
Shadow Tyrant is going to spawn
देख
up in the top. Selena looking for Wawa.
Oh, nice stun there.
भाई उसका मैं सोचा तो उसका अल्ट कैंसिल होगा
To that.
नेवर माइंड
Uh-oh.
भाई पीछे लुबान
Looking to be picked off here.
लुबान ब्रो
Yep,
जिंदा रहना
Musashi
लुबान
will
ब्रो
rotate round. He's looking for the alley. He's
ओ
looking
भाई
for-
क्या
Oh,
इंजोला क्या
oh,
इसके
what a
पोकी
nice
वो
flash over the wall by Suits there. That really
मस्त है
denied the win
नाइस
from
नाइस मिड
Musashi
प्लेयर
there.
देखो
Really
ऐसा मिड प्लेयर होना
probably
चाहिए
feeling very deflated right now, knowing that he missed out that skill shot.
ये भी नहीं सल्ट अभी ये लोग क्या इजीली ऑब्जेक्टिव है
Down goes the Dong Huang, so that is already Lubin being opened up for
भाई
potential. Down
ओ
goes
भाई क्या अल्ट मार रही है
well.
बे
There has been
इंजेला
a 2-1 trade so far on the side of Stalwart Esports. Can they manage to take
Ye-
the Tempest Dragon? If they do, this could be a 1-1
भाई
victory
पीछे आ जा
here,
भाई,
going on to
ये
a
गलत था,
full best of
ओवर
3.
एक्सटेंड.
They really gotta hope so, but Angela's still holding her own. They have no jungle to take the smite as well. Why did nobody take it, Angela?
ये लोग बोला नहीं क्या शार्लेट डाल रहे हैं उधर,
Thought it was
बट
over, but
सेफ
they
रहे.
managed to bring down the Musashi before he got any more damage. So Alpha 7 managed to
भाई
hold
बंदा
on,
पानी
still
पी रहा है
hold
भाई
on
चिल
to
करके.
1000 gold lead. Not a huge lead at this point
अब
in
तो
the
मर
game.
गया
It's
यार, इजीली
basically
पानी पीऊंगा.
not even a single item at this point, so
Nah.
it is gonna be tough. This last fight around
भाई
the
इजीली जीत सकते हैं बे,
shadow time.
उतना डिफ ही नहीं है, बस ऑब्जेक्टिव्स का हिसाब से खेलना पड़ेगा ये लोग को.
Absolutely. I feel like whoever gets this Tempest is going to be the victor of this match. But again, I've said it once and I'll say it again, Star Wars Esports have beaten that one 11 minutes and 59-second mark. So I
ये
think
बड़ा
anything
विजन ही
is
नहीं
a
दे रहा.
given from here and is something to take on stride and learn going into day 3, which is their next match against Twisted Mind. But we
बस
don't know much
पुश हो
about
रहा
Twisted
है.
Mind. Will they be as big as opponent as A7?
शार्लेट को देखा क्या वो लोग नीचे?
This is where it's all going to start to conclude here. Charlotte is on the rotate down.
हाँ ये अच्छा है. प्रिंस फ्रॉस्ट को कुछ भी करो, लूबन को बचा लो बस. लूबन पीछे नहीं.
Just manages to escape.
हाँ इजी इजी विन विन.
It's currently a 2-1 trade for Alpha 7. It's now a
लूबन को बचा ले बे.
trade. It's still all going down.
बेचारा.
Ruben is still up, but Charlotte is now
लॉल.
resurrected.
भाई उसको
after dealing
वो भाई
so
बेचारा
many
उसको
damage
सब बाके
to
मार रहा है
Star
बे.
Wars Esports, and it is 4 remaining out of
लॉल
2 on
मस्त
Star
है
Wars
बे.
Esports now, and there is a push waiting to happen in this mid lane. I feel like they can
वही है
take
देखो,
it a 2-0
ये सपोर्ट तो ले लिया बट
but
बैक
it's been
लाइन
a
उनको
hard
बचाने वाला
fought
कोई
defeat
नहीं है.
here for Star Wars Esports.
Charlotte, the rotation, the position that she was in was just absolutely
भाई
perfect.
8 सेकंड 5 सेकंड बाद.
Backlines, allowing her to do so much damage and also pressuring the
Never
Wawa
mind.
at the
GG.
same time, and that was
बेचारा
not
लोग
the cleanest
कितना
of
ट्राई
victories
कर रहे
there
हैं.
for Alpha 7, but
कमबैक
they
तो
do
कर रहा है ये
manage to
सब.
get it done.
Yeah, like we
तो उन
said,
लोग
I
को
mean,
पता है बे
first
क्या
was Travis
पकड़ना है, सीधा
sweating
पकड़
on the
के.
bro, but they
इनका
wanted
क्या
off,
बोलते हैं,
but
इनका
look
बस
there,
मुसाशी ने ट्राई कर रहा था
there.
एमएम को
He
मारने और
has
कोई
to
नहीं
take
ट्राई
a
कर रहा.
drink after that match. He was literally dehydrated, having to deal with Wawa's movement. But to be fair, after Star Wars Esports,
कोच आ
and,
जाओ
Book
कोच.
Chaos saying that these
कोच
are
गुस्सा
the
क्या
teams
आएगा?
that they are looking shakiest the most against in the scrims in this tournament.
वो वनर देखो भाई, वनर ये वनर है. कोच अच्छा कोच है वो.
I wouldn't complain. I would not complain. I mean, a nice 1-1 would be great,
कोच है
but unfortunately, Alpha 7 is showing
भाई.
what they
वो भाई मैं सोचा ये
are
कौन है भाई.
right now in the season 1.
ये कोच जैसे है भाई.
Beautiful, beautiful gameplay there, knowing that there's always still hope. before
ये देखो
the
भाई, ये
initial
अच्छा है, ये लोग
loss.
रेस्पेक्ट दिया.
Great showing there for Alpha
वो
7.
एमपी
Star
लोग
Wars
भाई,
as
टर्किश
well,
लोग भाई
I'm
उनको
sure
भाई.
they surprised many people, us included. That was sure,
फिर से
that
दिखाओ
was a
भाई
good
कोच को.
comeback. Bounce back
को-
from
फोटो में
the
कोच नहीं आया.
where, you know, they just got absolutely stomped. But this game, they made it all the way towards the Tempest Dragon. They almost took it, but it was down to the little things, down to the small rotation.
बहुत गा
small
सच में भाई
positioning
देखो
changes
फ्रॉस्ट
that,
पता
you
नहीं
know,
बंदा
Alpha 7
कौन सा
just
नशे
did
में है.
better, and yeah, well-deserved 2-0 victory there for Alpha 7.
वो थोड़ा सा
Absolutely,
ट्राई
but I
करना
mean,
था. इनका बेरन लाइनर भी बहुत
lived up
टट्टी
to
है.
the
मिजो
hype
या
that we wanted from the
मिजॉर्ज.
matches after seeing Star Wars Esports
शार्लेट
play
को
against
देखो
NR
भाई,
Rex.
वो
And,
शार्लेट पता था
winning it
किसको
very well,
लो
but it was
करना
also
है.
a very even match
मेरा
there.
पास
But
उसका
then going
इंस्टा है.
against A7, who's
वनर का
playing
वनर
more
मेरा
of
पास भी है
a,
वनर का.
popularity or
कोच का ढूंढ के आया तू.
quite a scary team to take down. And
इश
they
भाई.
go very close in winning
इश
that
भाई.
second game, but in match 3.
इश भाई.
I
टाइम
have
टू
to give
स्टार्ट
Star
ना.
Wars Esports
अभी
there wasn't
ढूंढते
a lot that did do wrong there, but
कोच
it was
का.
just
ओ
because
भाई.
of them going all the way. They went all the way to Tempest Dragon, and at that point, it's whoever is completely stacked in their equipment, whoever just plays correctly in one team fight just wins that one there. So unfortunately for Star Wars Esports, they do go 2-0, but they still have plenty of time to prove themselves in the group stages.
Yeah, and we
मस्त
did
है
see
भाई.
them grow along the series.
देख सेम था बे. पता नहीं भाई, वही ना लोग किधर तो किधर पकड़ लेते लोग.
Almost the entirety of this game is just towards the late game where Alpha 7 was just
किधर तो किधर
just
रख
controlled
देते
the
वो
map
लोग.
better, and that just forced Star Wars Esports to make a couple of bad
बेचारा.
positioning places, and that allowed them to get the victory. And our MVP
अच्छा वो एसटी नहीं जीता, इनसे नफरत है मेरे
with
को.
that
अबे
another
लॉल.
crucial steal on
समझा
the
समझा
Shadow
मैं
Overlord,
समझ
Shadow
गया
Tyrants,
तू
absolutely
पबजी का
fits the
स्टोरी बोल रहा है
But yeah, not only the steals, but that complete disrupt to Musashi's
भाई ये मस्त खेला भाई मिड
like power play there towards that Tempest Dragon, just flashing off the wall and completely denying. Definitely shows why Suits was MVP of Game 2, following Beniga from Game 1. But yeah, like you say, the steals from Game 1, I feel like this kind of still, even though it's a different game,
भाई
it
दो
still
गेम भी ड्रैगन
contributes
स्टील
to
किया
this
ये
MVP, but he was always there. He was always applying the pressure to Star Wars Esports, using that ultimate very well timed to stop
By
any
Sad.
CC or any critical CC, like we just saw there from Clue. Clue goes and dives in, but the CC immunity from that ultimate is just too
भाई सर
chef's
वो
kiss. And Suits played
पता
it
नहीं वो
incredibly well.
एसटी भाई उनको ऐसा नहीं देखना है कि एज ए ई स्पोर्ट्स एंथुसियास्ट इन क्या बोलते हैं उसको सच बोले ना भाई प्रोनाउंसिएशन मुझसे नहीं निकल रहा वो पर ठीक है भाई ये लोग अभी सऊदी का अच्छा टीम है ऑफ कोर्स ब्राजील भाई पता है ब्राजील वाला ये वो भी प्लेयर से पुराना वाला अच्छा खेलता है ये भी मोर आई मीन ये नहीं इनके और वही समझा इसलिए बोला पबजी ये होता तो भाई पबजी क्यों लेता मैं टॉपिक में जेन भाई को कॉल करूंगा मैं अभी तो वो भी डायरेक्टर नहीं है डायरेक्टर बदल दिया ये भी गलत था पता है बेचारा ये देखो उसका पास फ्लैश नहीं था क्या उसका पास सीधा जंगल का अंदर आ सकता था भाई ठीक है लूबन इधर आया हाँ ये फ्लैश इधर ही मारा ये बेचारा हाँ इधर मारा कभी हाँ इधर से बुश से इधर मारा फ्लैश थोड़ा सा मूवमेंट देख के मारना था इधर फंस गया ये थोड़ा सा मूवमेंट देख के मारना था बे पीछे जाके ये लूबन का वही है एक बार गया तो गया भाई जैसा उनका समझ कि लूबन दिक्कत देगा बीच लूबन को ही पकड़ के गया हाँ वही ना भाई उनको पता है लूबन लास्ट मैच भी वैसा ही किया था उनको पता चला कौन है ये क्या मुसाशी ने गलती किया कि सपोर्ट का ऊपर अल्ट करे मतलब समझ रहे इधर मिस्टेक दिख रहा है कि उनका क्या मिस्टेक है रिलीज द गेम आशीष भाई को देखो लॉल your COT game is dead already lol भाई आशीष भाई स्ट्रीम में आने के रुको आशीष भाई स्ट्रीम में आओ आशीष भाई बेचारा भाई इधर इस पे स्पैम कर रहे क्या है रुको your country I may be blessed but AICA teams are too strong भाई से अच्छा भाई से मेरे इंग्लिश भी घटिया हो चुका है get some SCA team
But then you got to try and deny
भाई आशीष भाई पूरा इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहे हैं इंडिया का
that same predicament of trying to ban out the Kaiser in every jungle possible for Vanikas there.
बस
But yeah,
वो है ना
I mean
हो गया भाई कल है मैचेस कल अच्छा सा 6 क्या स्टार्टिंग मैच से करूंगा भाई इतना जल्दी खत्म होता है भाई सब 0-2 किया है भाई fuck bro Indian teams are enough to destroy esports tournament lol
can be the one to win the game as
ये start हो गया भाई
do
इनका
that yesterday in fact so it's not as easy as focusing on a single player as you would with some lesser known teams. In fact, every single player on the side of Alpha 7 deserves the respect and you have to just play better than them as a team in order to win.
Absolutely, I think that's like way easier said than done, but it also
Indian team are worst बाबा
if you just
देख
can't
रहा है
focus on
कैमरे से
one of
देखो भाई
those players and hope to take out their hero pool, and then it all
Sam,
crumbles, then you've got a problem. You've
is
got one
HOK
great
getting
team
hype in
and a
India
few
because
support
there
players.
are many
But then
Indians
when you got a
demanding to
team like
release
Alpha
the game?
7 that have 5 great players, and it's hard to pick apart which one you're going to go for, that's when you know you got signs of a great team and the great coach. So props to the coach for leading a solid 2-0. After what we saw from Star Wars Esports yesterday, the performance was pretty banging against NRX. We thought that we were going to see a banging Game 1 and Game 2, or potentially a Game 3 as well. But unfortunately, it didn't fall that way. So, yes.
Yeah, this was Patala's first tournament as the coach for the side of Alpha 7. So off to a great start, they are. So let's see if they're able to keep up the momentum, because they don't have an easy group. Their group is pretty stacked here for Group B. They also have Vivo Keystars in their same group, not to mention, of course, Star Wars Esports, and also Twisted Minds, one of the teams that we haven't seen today, but they'll be playing tomorrow against Vivo Keystars.
Keystars, so कौन है भाई?
Absolutely, and the thing that keeps all these players playing is our sponsor, Infinix, and they are all playing on the Infinix GT10 Pro, which is the innate to be the most professional choice for gamers who are fighting with kings. All-sensory game engine and high refresh rate immerses you in the purest game experience. So once again, thank you to our sponsor, Infinix, for these amazing devices.
Absolutely, they've made this tournament happen, and they've allowed us to be able to witness this beautiful tournament that is the Honor of Kings Invitational Season 1 happening in Istanbul, Turkey. But we will have an interview with the winners of the previous game, which is Alpha 7, very shortly. And yeah, we'll just be waiting for that. But today has been a fantastic action-packed day, Lam. What was your most, the moment you remember the most?
Oh, I mean, it's all been pretty memorable, to be honest, but the hype
भाई
leading up to
TOG
this
का
game,
ये हो रहा है भाई pressing.
the hype leading up to this game would definitely be it.
भाई बकचोदी बंद करो भाई, next देखो
But
कल
we are
कौन सा
heading
मैच
over
है.
to the interview now.
Evet,
हाँ
herkese merhabalar. Günün son
हाँ
serisini de
बोलने दो
sonlandırdık
उसको.
ve
Translator
orta
देखो
koridor
भाई.
oyuncusu Suits'e birkaç tane sorumuz olacak. Öncelikle böylesine bir kalabalıkta, yani seyircilerin karşısında İstanbul'da oynamak nasıl bir histi onu soracağım. First of all, congratulations and welcome to Turkey. I want to ask you, how does it feel to play in front of a crowd here in Istanbul?
It's similar to Brazil, the people, the place, and also the crowd. So I'm used to it, so it feels like home.
Well, perfect.
भाई
Yani zaten evde
उसका रिप्लाई
oynamaya
देने
Brezilya'ya
का
da
पता नहीं
gayet
चल रहा.
yakın. O yüzden çok bir
Honor of
yabancılık çekmedim
Kings, I'm
söyledi.
sorry
Yani
if
genel
you
olarak
don't
evimde
release
oynuyormuş gibi
India, it's
hissettim.
gonna be
Kalabalık
well
karşısında
different
oynamaya
another dead game.
alışığım dedi. İkinci sorumuza da geçelim o zaman. İkinci sorumuz, ilk oyunun sonunda duvar üzerinden sıçrayıp rakip üsse girip
mid laner
hemen
है
oyunu
ना?
bitirmeyi
नहीं jungler है.
başarmıştı. Onunla ilgili bir soru yönelteceğim.
Mid laner है हाँ.
So in the first game, you flashed over a wall and then managed to finish the game. Basically secured the victory. Can you tell us more about that? Like, what was going on inside your head at that moment?
Yeah.
It was easy, you know.
I was aiming my skill to follow up the engage of my team, but then I misclicked the flash and I flashed before they engaged. So it was a huge mistake, but just a mistake.
Yani aslında ben yeteneğimi başka tarafa doğru yönlendirmiştim. Takımımın içeri girmesine takip etmeye çalışacaktım ama yeteneği öbür tarafa doğru kullanınca duvarın üzerine
भाई ये chat में TOG वाला कौन है भाई TOG से?
dedi. Son sorumuza geçiyoruz.
तुमको दिख रहा है क्या?
2-0 bitirdiler.
दिख रहा होगा, रुको.
Turnuvanın geri kalanında kendilerinden
ये
beklentileri
chat देखो
neler?
भाई,
Biz
ये
onlardan
बकचोदी
neler
कर रहा.
beklemeliyiz? Onu soracağım. You
Yes,
finished today with a 2-0 performance, stellar performance. So
Sexy
what should
face
we
है भाई
expect
मेरा.
from you in the rest of the tournament? Everybody is pretty much
हाँ ये देखो बकचोदी देखो इसका.
Actually, I don't think today was an easy game, so
हाँ.
I just hope we play better the next
अरे
game.
भाई
So
चैट
we are
लंबा
capable of
बड़ा
much
नहीं
more,
करना.
so I hope we
ये
show
देखो
it.
इधर क्या बोल रहा है? Honor of Kings, I am sorry if you don't release in India, it's gonna be well another dead game.
Yani daha da iyi oynayabiliriz. Umuyorum ki
क्या
önümüzdeki
लिख रहा है?
maçlarda daha iyi bir performans ortaya koyarız ve daha net galibiyetler alırız dedi. Thank you for
ये TOG वाला कौन है? ये TOG
best
वाला.
of luck in the upcoming games of the
विवेक का गैंग है TOG विवेक.
Biz de teşekkürlerimizi iletelim ve sözü de paslayalım. Teşekkürler.
Style.
And there we have it. That was the interview from A7 Suits there, and it definitely given us insight into
कुछ भी बोलो
that
भाई,
pro
गग
play
दिया
that
भाई
both
पूरा
B and
ST.
Zero picked up turned out to be a mistake. So, the lesson learned there. People
Talk in
watching at
English, what
home
the fuck,
and
boy?
at the stadium.
भाई
If it's
ये
a
लोग भाई ये
mistake,
लोग troll कर रहे
just
chat
play
में.
into it. You may win the game. Clearly, Suits played it and played into it and won that game. But again, I mean, that's a good thing for Star Wars Esports to hear is it wasn't an easy match. So for A7 to say
भाई
that, it's kind
कितना
of, oh,
भाई
okay, that's
ST ने
quite
इतना
shaky.
भाई MM
So
को
going
बचना
forward, I
बचा
think
नहीं
Star
पाया
Wars
वो भाई
Esports just need to
सपोर्ट से
remember
अग
that
दिया
it wasn't
पूरा
an easy
का
match
पूरा.
for Alpha 7, who everybody else is scared of, and just build on that.
It was validation for sure, and something that
चलो
really
भाई
stood out
चलो
to
भाई
me from the interview
मैं
is
पहला
that
मैच देखता भाई क्या क्या
he
दिया.
felt that Alpha 7 felt that they didn't play at their full potential. So if this is Alpha 7 on
देखो
a
भाई,
bad day,
मैं
I
इतना-
don't want to see them on a good day because
इतना
they
ही
look
है.
absolutely scary
0-2
across both these games.
2-0 0-2 भाई एक तो भाई
Absolutely,
एक तो
yeah.
पॉइंट
I
करो.
mean, I don't feel,
सब मैच 15 मिनट्स.
I feel sorry for the next component.
सब
but
मैच
again,
15
it's
minutes.
The next
15
time
minutes के
that,
अंदर.
they are going to be fighting is against their own Brazilian counterpart, which is B.
This
इनका
might be a
देखते
bit too
रुको.
fast for BJK to do this.
Yeah, they're finding it hard to catch a breath. I mean, we're seeing some solid trades here, but it always seems to go into the favor of
बंदा किधर
NRX.
रहा?
But I mean, what do we expect from a team that has the knowledge to go and invade the enemy's red buff because they know Lamb's not going to go for it because Lamb is heavily reliant on that blue buff early game.
In the bottom lane, ooh, a lot of damage being dealt there to E2JJ. And
ये
almost
कौन सा
falls,
character
but the
है?
summon there, able to force them back for just for a while. But with
TF है
this,
क्या? अच्छा
amount
ये
of pressure
Denji
towards
है
the
वो
bottom
fuck.
lane, Uriel might
ओ
fall
भाई
straight
ये
to
क्या
the
रोटेशन है
nice
भाई.
thumbs up to Arlie, and Arlie should
The-
fall here. Will also bring down the other support.
ये लोग ये सब करके अग दिया क्या?
And
किधर आ
this
गए लोग?
Sun is having the
7-3
time
रुको
of
रुको
this
अगने वाला देखते हैं.
I think BJK has actually found the
8-3.
method to knock
हाँ,
the
भी है क्या?
reflex
Lamb-
sales
Lamb
of
से
NRX
गया.
because if you look at that early game tempo,
Bottom,
like,
bottom.
3-4 minutes,
बच
the
गया.
aggression was so crazy.
इधर
But
भी
then
नहीं आएगा.
BJK have managed to put a huge amount of these turrets even for another team fight. Byron is in there. Boogie is stripped away here from
Oh, अच्छा
NRX.
इधर आ
But
गया.
they're still in this fight. I don't think it's over for them yet.
A dead even game right now in terms of the gold tower objectives. Of course, BJK has been able to get all the side lane towers, except for the tier 3s, of course, and they will trade off the Tyrant for the Overlord as well. But BJK might try and contest this, looking greedy, and they should be able to get it. NRX will be able to get it with the smite used there by the Dun, just securing it, making sure there's no shenanigans, no steals coming from the Lamb.
Yeah, I feel like the Mai had the way in there, but I think it was all down to little Loot's stun. So it was just a second stun, but it stopped the whole play there from Rekner, which I thought was a very nice touch there by NRX of them.
Mid lane, the stun on towards the Sunbin. Urian will fall. Fu doing too much damage on the Angel, on the Xiao Qiao. And they will try and continue pressuring on this mid tier 2 tower. But the rotations from the Lan and the Mulan, and Mulan's coming in. He's joining the fight.
चलो
this time.
GG कर देते. कोच तो मस्त थी भाई, कोच तो मस्त. चलो गाइस, मैं स्ट्रीम एंड करता. हो गया वॉच पार्टी. कल जल्दी करूँगा. कल भी वॉच पार्टी देखते हैं और 3 दिन देखते हैं वॉच पार्टी. वॉच पार्टी फॉर द विन. लेट्स गो. स्ट्रीमिंग एंड करेंगे. गुड नाइट. गुड नाइट नहीं, गुड नाइट. हाँ, बाय. खत्म हो जा भाई. Pa pa pa pa ramba ramba amba amba ramba ramba jamba jamba amba ramba jamba jamba.
भाई ये क्या हो गया वॉल का अचानक से? मे बी आई शुड स्टार्ट स्ट्रीमिंग पीयू.
यस, पार्क भाई का अच्छा ही चल रहा था वाइल्ड ड्रिफ्ट.
नहीं, मे बी आई शुड स्टार्ट स्ट्रीमिंग